Hey, dude, we got our paperwork right. You got what we got?
Yep. I don't have a roster yet.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll get Tim to get us a roster. But anyway, yeah, as soon as you're ready to run us up, we'll take it from here and do our coaches interview and everything. What I'll do is I'll talk us through. We'll do a brief introduction, and then we'll do our coaches interview like we usually do. I got about 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll get ready to bring you on. I guess I'll keep the receiver up until I'm ready to put you on, and we'll see how that does.
Okay.
It's probably going to be a little strange, but
well, like I say, last week once I figured out what I needed to do on my end, it was fine.
Yeah. There's still something going on here though that whenever I speak into the microphone, it's not going back through the phone line to whoever's called in.
Right.
But I have determined that whatever's playing on air feeds back to you.
Right.
Just not me.
Right.
But I'll go ahead and keep the phone up, and that way I'll talk into you.
You got your phone? You got your phone? Take a picture of it.
It'll last long.
Yeah.
When are you rolling coaches interview?
In about as soon as Joe gets us up.
I'll do my stuff after that.
Yeah, I'll try to wait for this song to get to an end.
Okay.
Not the greatest song in the world, but you know.
Yeah. Well, it sounds better if we wait to a breaking point.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you hit the button anyway, and you'll hear the music, and
okay.
Then I'll break in whenever appropriate.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, and welcome to WBZR 105.9 FM coverage of Escambia Academy football. It's their homecoming game. They're over at Baxter Field in Canoe, and they're playing Lighthouse Academy out of Pensacola. And we're going to go ahead and turn it over to Ricky Dean over there on the field. He's joined by his buddy Rick Burkett, and they're going to bring you the play-by-play and the color commentary there. So, Ricky, are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. Joe, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, and glad to have you here. And we're going to turn it over to you. So we'll be listening for you, bring in commercials and all of that, and we hope they have a good game and come back from a disappointing loss last week and bring home a victory tonight.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much, Joe. Glad to have you folks with us on WBZR 105.9 FM in Atmore. And, of course, you could be watching on either Facebook or YouTube, as we always remind you, as we do the video broadcast as well. Glad to have you folks with us. It's a glorious night for football tonight. Not too hot, just a tad bit humid because we've got an approaching front that's coming in that's going to make things, Rick, tomorrow. Tomorrow about noontime, it's going to be a whole lot different and a whole lot better than it is right now.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be windy and cool tomorrow and Sunday, and then just cool and dry all next week, which I know you're ready for it. You said You hope it got so cold it broke the bark off the tree.
That's right. If it busts the bark or slam off the trees, I'm good with it. I'm okay. Anyway, that saves on my electricity bill, by the way. Anyway, glad to have you folks with us tonight. It is Homecoming 2021, and Rick, we've been visiting with some of the homecoming folks down here from Escambia Academy. We were both living here in Atmore, living in the Atmore area way back in back in the day, 1981. Okay, and no, you younger folks, dinosaurs were not roaming the earth in 81. Okay, they had all finally made their way out. Actually, we want to think about the guys that we ran around with. We probably actually just ran the dinosaurs off because we were tougher than any dinosaurs that would have been raised up way back in the day. But anyway, got a chance to meet with the 1981 group down there, which your wife Janet is a part of, and ran into some people that we haven't seen in a long, long time, 40 years. And so, I mean, it's just a great night. A homecoming game and everything like that, all the pageantry and everything that's involved. It's just a great night for football.
It is a good night for football, and it was good to see a lot of those folks. I haven't seen some of those folks in 40 years.
That's right.
Of course, Janet was a cheerleader, my wife, for EA back then, and I think we're going to have some pictures later that Tim might try to put up. But they're here tonight, the class of 81, and I mentioned some of the players like John Flowers, who was one of their great football players, a parade All-American, and some others. And
saw Jerry Brantley
there
earlier.
Who was all-district.
That's right.
That year, also himself. And they had a really good football team that year. And we also saw Miss Linda Francia, Linda Biggs. She was a homecoming queen, and Holly Sharpless and some others down there. So all good friends, and even though we went to different schools, we're still good friends.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, in the coaches interview that we have here in a little bit, the Vincent twins, Lori and Lynn.
I saw Lynn Vincent
Lynn was down there, and Coach Lynn introduced herself to Coach this morning, and he remembered her because he alludes and makes comment of their conversation because Lori's son played football here at EA several years back. So
And there's a lot of connections. But my own niece, Erin Burkett, was a valedictorian here.
Right.
So a lot of connections between us. We're still Atmore and Canoe in the
That's right.
The surrounding area. So
the cool thing was we talked about back in the day, some 40 years ago, back in 1981, we spent our weekends. They played football and did all their things in school up here. We did all our things in town because we were Escambia Academy. But we all hung out together, making circles around the Ponderosa in downtown.
Oh yeah, that's right. You drove around the Ponderosa and went down to McMurphy's Drive-In, which is Buster's now.
Right.
It's the same people still own it.
Right.
And that was the big thing. Sometimes you could go down Main Street. Sometimes we'd take 8th Avenue.
My kids have never understood it. They said, well, Dad, what did you do back in high school when y'all hung out? And I said, well, we hung out. We drove around the Ponderosa, and we hung out in the Piggly Wiggly parking lot.
That's right.
That's what we had to do. Anyway, well, here we go. We're going to get started here shortly. We're about 21 minutes away from kickoff, and so we'll be bringing that to you. We want to take about a 2-minute break and let some of our sponsors talk about things that they need to talk about because they pay the bills to allow us to come here on Friday night and do these broadcasts. And then when we come back, we're going to have our pregame interview with Coach Hugh Fountain of the Escambia Academy Cougars. We'll talk about last week's disappointing loss against Autauga Academy, and we'll talk about the game that we're facing tonight, and we'll give you a little peek into the future of what the Escambia Academy has coming up in the future, as we've already qualified for the playoffs, and Coach will talk about that as we move forward. So let's take a break, and we'll be back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you could be listening on Facebook or YouTube.
Southern Social Boutique has the latest styles and the trendiest clothes to make you look and feel your very best. Southern Social Boutique always has something you'll love to wear at a price you can surely afford. And with all the excitement of footballs flying through the air, show your team pride for either Alabama or Auburn game day T-shirts, available now for adults and children. Like us on Facebook for continuing updates and new arriving merchandise. Visit our website at southernsocialboutique.com or visit us at our store location at 101 Main Street in downtown Atmore. You'll love the way you look when your clothes come from Southern Social Boutique. No visit to Atmore is complete until you've experienced Gather. The Gather restaurant, located at 111 West National Avenue in Atmore, has become the premier location for an incredible dining experience. From delectable appetizers and perfectly seasoned steaks to scrumptious dessert choices, your mouth is sure to water just thinking about your next trip to Gather. Great food, incredible service, and an authentic Southern charm will have you coming back again and again. Gather is open Tuesday through Saturday from 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. The Gather restaurant is a proud sponsor of Escambia Academy Cougar Athletics.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies, here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
This is Larry White Insurance Agency at 430 Palafox Street in Fulmerton, or call 296-2471. Wi-Fi at Johnson Ford. We put our customers' wants and needs first. We respect your time and offer a stress-free approach to selling cars. This is reflected in our winning Ford President's Award 5 years consecutively. From sales to service, we do everything we can to achieve the highest level of customer service. We are proud to be the premier Ford dealership in this area. We invite you to come by and see us at 1828 South Main Street in Atmore to experience the no-hack, best price, worst way of doing business. Stop by and see Jim Johnson and the staff, or give them a call, 251-368-2135.
And welcome back as we continue to work our way toward kickoff on this Friday night, homecoming night 2021, with the Escambia Academy Cougars as they take on Lighthouse Christian Academy from Pensacola, Florida. Lighthouse Christian comes in with a record of 3-2. One of those 3 wins has actually been a forfeit. Now, one of the things that Coach Hugh Fountain talks about during the pregame interview is he talks about that, I believe it was just last week, that Lighthouse Christian took on a very tough Baker Gator football team from down in Northwest Florida, and Baker beat them 8-0. So this team's got some athletes. I think one of the problems that Coach kind of alluded to in the conversation that we had is they struggle a little bit maybe playing consistent football, but we don't need to go to sleep on them and think that tonight's just going to be an easy walkthrough game, because this team they've got players that want to win as well, and that's what the Cougars are going to have to be looking out for tonight. I want to take a moment real quick, Rick. I got to say this before we get started in the coach's interview, and then I'll get on to it. I live in Uri, Alabama, and my kids played at J.U. Blacksher High School. One was a football, baseball player, and the other one was, of course, a cheerleader, Anna Marie and Cooper. I got to take my hat off and just have a moment for the J.U. Blacksher family up in Uri, as Miss Janie Wilkins, who was a part of that football, baseball, sports, athletic program for years. She was a teacher, a retired teacher from J.U. Blacksher. She did everything for all the sports programs out there. If you went to a J.U. Blacksher athletic event, Miss Janie Wilkins was there. I've refereed, umpired baseball, refereed football with her husband, Ricky Wilkins. Anyway, Miss Janie passed away on Monday, and her funeral was today, and so our hearts are heavy around the Uri area as we lost a good one. Just a nice, good lady that she bled purple and gold. She was a J.U. Blacksher Bulldog through and through, and so J.U. Blacksher is playing football tonight, but they're playing with a heavy heart because of the loss of Miss Janie Wilkins.
Well, I know she must be. I didn't know her personally, but I've seen lots of the posts and the outpouring of prayers and support for her and the family. So we will take a little moment if you want.
Well, and the thing I would, the game must go on. That would be the way that Miss Janie would think about it. And so we know where Miss Janie is. She was a great Christian lady. We know where she is. She's looking down, smiling right now, because she's able to see high school football from a lot better seat than what we have right now. So our hats are off.
Much better total perfect health.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. But she was a good one, and I'm sad tonight because of the loss of Miss Janie, and also the Uri folks up at J.U. Blacksher High School, very near here. are all with heavy hearts tonight because of the loss.
You know, and Daniel Nettles from URI.
Right.
So the place for EA. So.
That's right. All right, so as we move forward now, we got a chance pregame to talk to Coach Hugh Fountain as he gave us a little insight on what we can expect tonight as we get set to kick this game off. So let's line up here with Coach Hugh and let's hear about what we got to look forward to in tonight's ball game against Lighthouse Christian Academy from Pensacola, Florida. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to we're on the field here prior to homecoming 2021. Coach, this is, I got to say a little something about that. You got a good homecoming crew down there from Escambia Academy. This 1981 year that they're celebrating, the year that they graduated, this is also my 40th. Really? Yeah, okay. So all those people down there, they went to Escambia Academy. I went to Escambia County High School, but we all knew against each other. All knew each other because we spent time lapping the Ponderosa here in downtown Atmore back in the day. So we had a good time down there a while ago talking about old times. But
and I went out and talked to a couple of them this morning. I had to put in a tent. It was good to know we had a boy that played here on the 2014 state championship team, and Garrett Naismith, who was starting offensive tackle for us, and it was Laurie Vines, his son, Laurie Vincent, I believe it was, and Laurie's sister, who's a twin.
Right,
I saw her, met her, and so Laurie, do miss seeing you and Garrett and them, but didn't know you had a twin sister. She never told me that.
got a twin sister because actually, me and the two Vincent twins, we all went to church together right out here at Robinsonville Baptist Church.
That's right, she told me
we all hung out together. So, but anyway, homecoming, big deal about homecoming. Let's talk about tonight's game a little bit. Got this bunch coming in from Pensacola, Lighthouse Christian. What do you know about them tonight as we go into this homecoming game?
Well, we know quite a bit about them. They just haven't played as many games as everybody else. They had two of their games canceled because of some deal with the Alabama High School Athletic Association. So they're 2-2 at this time. Actually 3-2. They got one forfeit win, but they've actually played 4 ball games, but the rest of us have played, maybe 6 or 7. So we realize that they have not played as many, but when you look at who they played, it's been pretty impressive. They lost to Baker 2 weeks ago, 8-0. Baker's a fine football team.
That's right.
And they had the ball on the goal line. They could have scored 2 or 3 times throughout the game. So obviously that's an area of concern, is that we know they have good athletes. They look really good when you look at them on film. We know that Coach Mayo's doing a great job down there. And we played a little 7-on-7 with them this summer. And so we're looking for it to be a really good football game. I think they're going to be a pretty tough football team, really.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about, last week. We'll back up a minute and talk about last week. Tough loss down there. The game was actually a whole lot closer than what the score indicated. I mean, they scored with, scored their last 2 touchdowns with less than 6 minutes to go in the game.
Right.
It was a hard-fought game. Got really kind of chippy there at the end, but we've talked about it all year, and you alluded to it earlier. Just correcting mistakes that were made during the ball game, that's a big issue, and so I know you guys are continuing to work. I feel like in some areas we're looking a lot better. What have y'all continued to do this week to get the Cougars better?
Well, I think we have been getting better in a lot of areas. There are still things that we have to continue to get better on. The one thing that you can pretty much face the fact on with us is that probably in the last 2 years for certain, maybe even back toward the end of the 3 seasons ago, when we have lost a game, we've lost it ourselves. Okay? Now, what I mean by that is either too many penalties or turning the ball over at critical moments or just making critical mistakes. But that's what's going to happen when you have a good football team and you lose to a good football team. It's going to be whoever makes the mistake. So I think that when you look back on us, really in the last 2 football seasons, that's one thing we told the boys early in the week is that, hey, look, we lost the state championship game, we made mistakes. We lost the game this past week, we made mistakes in that game. Not to take anything away from both of those teams, but they're both very quality football teams and quality opponents. But that's the one thing that has always hurt you in a big game. You cannot make the mistakes to beat yourself. Now, you could have said they would have made the mistakes, but they overcame them in that game. But we were pretty evenly matched as far as penalties and things of that nature in that football game. I thought it was a good, hard-fought football game. I pretty much thought the officials let them play. I kind of like that. I think it's always good to let them play football. I think it's, then the best team comes out on top and wins. And I think they did outperform us when the game mattered in the clutch in the fourth quarter. So we just got to go back to the drawing board and just look at all the things we're doing, tweak a few things. We made a few position moves this week because we felt like that would give us a better chance to be successful as we go. So we're excited about where we're headed. The real thing we're excited about right this minute is the home stretch we got coming up. We're going to have 4 straight games at home, no matter what. We can lose all 4, we're going to be at home for weeks. Right. We got these 3 at the end of the season, and we've been on the road a lot this year. Yes. So we're glad to get these 3 at home in a row. Then the first round of the playoffs is going to be at home. And so we're excited about that. And then we pretty much know our fate is going to be going to Chambers in the semifinals. And we know they have a good football team because obviously they've lost 1 game this year, and they were the state champion last year in 2A. So we know our route that we're going to have to take. And we know the first round game is going to probably be Edgewood or Banks, which is going to be a tough opponent. They've got a skilled football team and are going to come here with a pretty good record. But we're excited about the route that we have to go now because we know what the route is. And we just have to bow up and go and get on that road. Yes, sir. Going back to last week, I thought we played, really well at times. Running the football, we looked really good. Passing-wise, things kind of fell apart there. You didn't have to pass the ball too much because the game was neck and neck, but then it looked like when we tried to pass it, we kind of struggled there at the end. I guess one way you can look at it, Ricky, is we were not effective in the passing game when we needed to be. Right. They did a really good job of containing Red. Landon, one of the biggest things for us is Landon's always been a good pocket guy. He knows how to get that pocket and run. And in that game against Otago, they didn't let us get out and run. They pretty much kept him corralled. They had guys assigned to do it, and they did a good job. And then they pretty much locked us up man-to-man and shut us down in the secondary. And that's not going to bode well for us. We got to do better on that because you can't let somebody just play man and beat you in a football game. You know what I'm saying? So we feel like that's something we're going to look at, try to go back and figure out the best way to counteract that when we play people. That's going to be the MO. People are going to try with us. And we feel like that we can go back and correct a few little things and make that better. And that was one thing I was trying to allude to, not to say that our guys played bad, but as far as on defense for Otago, I thought defensively, Otago probably did the best job with defensive backs against our receivers that we've seen all year long. Probably so, because they just limited, put 8 in the box and played us with 3 people covering in secondary. And then, let's be honest, I think they completed 4 passes on us. But 2 of them were just guys running wide open. We didn't cover them, so it's not that hard to complete that pass. And then on the goal line when they had the touchdown, which was a really hurting play because it's 4th down and 3. We had pretty much corralled the quarterback. We had him, sacked for a loss. And then we just left the guy wide open in the side of the end zone by coming in thinking the quarterback's going to run. With a guy like that, you have to stay on your receivers. So, we don't feel like there's anything in there that can't be corrected or can't make us better. Good football teams should learn from their mistakes, and I think we will. We've really stressed it to the guys, and they've really, we lost on Friday, first loss we've had this year, and we have had a tough schedule. We played some tough people so far. When we come in on Monday, we didn't have school because it was Columbus Day for us, but all the boys showed up on Monday on time for practice and in the weight room, and that made us know that the guys we got. I think back, Ricky, of course, no season is alike. No 2 seasons are alike. In 2017, we went to Otago and lost, and we won the state championship that year. But we lost to Otago in the regular season. But 2 weeks later, we played at Bessemer. And the Bessemer game, we all looked at each other, coach, and we said, you know what, we got a good football team right here. Because they had really taken what we had. And I think tonight's game is going to go a lot in that direction for us. If we come out and play really well tonight, I think it's going to bode well for us. Right. If we come out and really struggle throughout the whole ball game, which this is a good football team. They're talented, and they can hurt you if you don't stay in your lanes on defense. If you miss a guy on the defense line, he can run past you and go make a sack of the quarterback. But if we come out and play really focused, good football tonight, it's going to bode well for us as we carry on throughout the season, I think. That's why I'm kind of taking this game and looking at it tonight. Right. Well, Coach, good luck to you. I know we've got a good football team. We've seen it on the field. One thing that I learned from watching coaches like Nick Saban and people like that in the college level,
Nick Saban always talks about playing up to a standard. Well, that's what we've got to get back to, is playing up to that Cougar standard that you guys have established. Right. I know we can do it because we've seen it on the field. We've seen it this year.
Right.
So once we get back there, we should be fine. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think one thing, Ricky, and there's nothing wrong with it, when you win a lot, and we've been winning a lot. We've been fortunate to be winning a lot. I tell the boys, never take it for granted. Don't get me wrong, a lot of our people do take it for granted, but we should not ever take it for granted because we're fortunate to be in that position. We're fortunate and thank the good Lord that He's helped us, get ourselves prepared to be in that position. But when you're in that position, the standard is high for you.
Right.
And the standard is high for these kids that play for us here, and they know that we've been in state championship game 5 years in a row. They know that. We know that. They know we've been 6 of the last 7 years. So they realize all the things we have to do in order to, get to the level we're trying to get to. So I think that they'll respond and bounce back and do the things that they need to do.
But I feel like they will too, Coach. One thing about it is when you play up to that standard, people are always coming after you. They always want to beat you.
That's right.
And that's where you want to be. Coach, good luck to you tonight.
Thank you very much, Ricky. Hope it'll be a good game for us, and hopefully we have a good homecoming for all the returning alumni and stuff.
That's right. Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, Ricky.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
And welcome back as we continue moving forward. The captains are on the field for tonight's game. We want to thank Coach Hugh Fountain for allowing us on the field with him pregame to get that interview. Coach is always a good interview. I tell you, he's got a lot of things to say, and he always says it well. And Coach, I tell you, you talk about coaching and people that have been around football. That man has been around some football in his days, and he's been successful everywhere that he's been, including right here at Escambia Academy. Captains for tonight's ball game for the Escambia Academy Cougars. I see number 2, that's Landon Sims. Also number 11, Jadaniel Bubba Nettles. Also out there, number 10, J.J. Stevens. He's a linebacker, and you'll hear his name called some on offense. And also number 54 for the Cougars is going to be Tamorian Knight, as Tamorian is a captain as well. We'll try to get you the numbers of the Lighthouse Christian Academy captains and see who that is for them. I do see a 15, Rick.
15 is Mario McWilliams.
I see a 15. I see
a 52. That's Tyshawn Dunn.
And then maybe a number. Is that a number 7 possibly?
Number 7, I believe that is. That's Austin Snyder, wide receiver senior.
So those are your captains for both teams, as the Cougars. Of course, Lighthouse gets to call the toss. It looks like they called it and won the toss and have elected to receive the opening kickoff. Now, if you're looking at your radio, the Cougars will be kicking from from right to left. They'll be kicking from right to left or from south to north. We're going to come back with the kickoff to this game, but first we're going to take a 2-minute break and return. We're just about ready for kickoff here on this Friday night. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Diamond Gasoline Station with locations all over. Florida. You need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate needs. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore and at southernrealestate.org on the web. They are just a phone call away at 251-368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
We thank you for today, and we thank you for just such a wonderful opportunity to stand.
Juniper Creek Lumber is a family-owned and operated sawmill operation with locations in Uri, Alabama.
God, I pray that you would just be with
Juniper Creek Lumber specializes in turning storm
leaders and the referees, and Lord, all of the parents that are here tonight in this stand. Lord, help us to stay healthy. Help us to be energetic and just enjoy the evening. That God, help all of us to stay safe and help us to all put you and your Son, Jesus Christ, first in everything that we do. We thank you for today. In your name we ask.
Check us out on Facebook or call Greg Fralick at
or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100. That's Greg Fraley at 251-254-0414 at 251-362-8100 for Juniper Creek Lumber, Southern Bend.
Fine Furniture in Wilmington, also with locations in Pensacola, Mobile, Dothan, and Delusia. Your one-stop shopping experience. We carry over 50 different brands, including Flexi, Craftsmaster, Bassett, Poe, Ashley, Catnapper, and many more. Come to our sleep gallery for a great night's sleep. You can pick out the mattress and stitches from the level. See it today, take it today. Or you can come visit us store hours 9 to 5 on Monday to Friday. 9 to 2. That's primary facilities for our inventory out for mobile homes. Check their starting price. They're best around. They install. Mr. White, 4x8 size, $4.65. 4x10, $4.99. One get one free with a screen for mobile. The size. They have tubs, doors, office, bathrooms, light fixtures, plumbing, furnace finishes, cool seals, and kitchen sinks as well. Just about anything to do with a mobile home, they have it at Pioneer Sales in East Bruton. Give them a call today, 867-8507.
Well, I can't either.
Welcome back as we get set to broadcast tonight's ball game from Escambia Academy in Canoe, Alabama. Rick Burkett and Ricky Dean here on WBZR and on Facebook and YouTube as we make a little some adjustments here as we get set, because we're going to be in the same booth. We're going to be sharing the booth with the EA coaches here as we get set on a homecoming night. The press box is packed, and
we got it.
And so we're kind of just reshuffling around. The Cougars are going to be kicking the football as we go forward and get started. The Cougars lost the toss or did not. I don't guess you actually lose a toss because the other team actually has to win it.
They just elected to receive.
That's right. They won the toss and elected to receive. So Landon Sims for the Escambia Academy Cougars, he's going to tee the ball up at the 40, and he'll be kicking from right to left if you're looking at your radio, or from he'll be kicking from south to north. The Lighthouse Christian Academy, they're the Stingrays from Pensacola, Florida. Don't know much about them. They've got I believe a 3-2 record. One of those 3 wins is a forfeit. And there's a kick by Landon Sims going to be fielded on about the 32-yard line. Running back makes a little head fake and then comes out of bounds as he gets pushed that way. Lighthouse Christian, the Stingrays, they'll have the ball first down and 10 on offense. And it looks like the ball, let's see where they spot it.
About 35-yard line.
Yeah, it is going to be spotted. The umpire just fumbled. See, he's going to spot the ball down. Actually, it's going to be further back. At the 35. So first down and 10 Lighthouse, the Stingrays from the 35-yard line as with just underway, 11:55 to go here in the first quarter of play. Lighthouse with stacked receivers on both sides. There's the snap, going to be a direct snap to the running back. Big kid, number 28 on the carry for Lighthouse Christian.
That would be Keon Johnson, senior running back, 5'10". He's a big one, 210 pounds.
Yeah, he's a chunk with the football.
Penalty on the play, though.
It's going to be a holding call against Lighthouse. That's going to back the ball up 10 yards. And that'll be a spot of the foul penalty. They're going to spot it at the 33, and they'll back it up. So the ball will go all the way back 10 yards to the 23. And now it'll be, let's see, it's not going to be, I believe it may be a little more than 20 yards because the hold actually took place in the backfield. 11:47 to go, just underway first quarter. Lighthouse Christian and Escambia Academy at Bachelor Field in Canoe, Alabama. There's the snap, going to be the direct snap again. 28 with the football as he tries to make some moves to his left, but is unable to pick up any yardage. He may gain just a couple, but he gets stopped by a tough Cougar defense.
It'll be second and really long, maybe.
It's like it's going to be close to about 23 yards to go. Maybe 24.
Yeah, I think it's probably a little closer to second, 24.
Nose of the football is going to be spotted out about the 21-yard line.
I think he moved early. Yep.
There's going to be slots set to both sides as Lighthouse Christian was going to throw the football for the first time in the game. It's going to be a dead ball, false start. So that's going to be 5 more yards as right now to start the first drive of the ball game, Lighthouse Christian's going backwards. Couple of penalties, a tackle for loss, and they're way back. 12 is rolling. He's going to be sacked as the Cougars do a good job defensively. Nobody open down the field for the Lighthouse quarterback. As number 12 rolled to his left, was looking downfield, found nobody open, and finally a swarm of Cougars wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, I saw Nick Kane and J.J. Stevens in on that one. And yep.
Looked like on that particular
Brady
play.
Howell might have got in on it, too. There was, like you said, a swarm of them.
Yeah, there was a bunch of Cougars on the pile, and they all got off at the same time. It was kind of like the old thing, hey, I'll meet you at the quarterback. There's a throw, going to be a high throw, going to be caught out here. Oh, and a good tackle from the backside by number 10. That's J.J. Stevens. J.J. introduced himself into the back of the receiver and knocks him down. Play does gain a few yards, but not nearly enough for a first down. It's going to be 4th and a bunch, and the punting unit for Lighthouse Christian is going to be on the field. In watching pregame warm-ups when I was down getting my pregame interview with Coach Hugh Fountain, punting for Lighthouse did not look like one of their better points of the game. They looked like they struggled just a little bit. There's the snap, and it's going to be flags down as it looked like a wide receiver to this near side moved before the ball was snapped. It is going to be illegal motion, illegal procedure. That's going to be a 5-yard mark-off. And so Lighthouse Christian, they got to drop her down and drive. Right now they got the gear stuck in reverse.
Yeah, it's 4th and about 30.
There's the snap. Snap gets away from the punter. The punter's going to pick it up and try to run with it, and he gets dropped. And so the Cougars are going to take the ball over way down deep in their own territory. As a matter of fact, they're going to be inside the 15-yard line. Looks like it's going to be 1st down and 10. Cougars at about the Lighthouse Christian 11-yard line. So not a good opening drive for Lighthouse Christian offensively.
About everything that could go wrong went wrong for them on that series.
Cougars with wide receivers to both sides. They got slots both sides. Man in motion. That's going to be Stevens. Stevens is going to lead block for number 11, Jadaniel Bubba Nettles. Nettles right up the middle. He gains good yardage. Looks like he's down to about the 7, possibly even the 6-yard line. 2nd down, and we'll call it 6.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think 6 is looks like where it's spotted.
Cougars do not huddle. You know, they rarely do, if at all. And so they're all looking to the sideline to get the play signaled in from offensive coordinator Mike Sims. There's the snap. It's going to be number 2, Landon Sims on the carry. He's going to walk into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown Cougars. So on the second play from scrimmage on this homecoming night, the Escambia Academy Cougars, they run 2 plays on offense, get the ball into the end zone after taking over on downs inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, great start for EA, and like you said, Landon just kind of walked in there, and a good start for EA and a pretty bad start for Lighthouse to start a game.
8:31 remaining here in the first quarter. Cougars with a 6-0 lead. Landon Sims in for the point after touchdown. The ball spotted down. It's up, it's good. So, with 8:31 remaining here in the first quarter, we'll take a break and come back. The score, Escambia Academy 7, Lighthouse Christian nothing. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Good evening. This is Greg Albritton, your state senator. It's great to be back under the lights of Friday night football. It's been a long time since I was a player under these same lights, but I haven't forgotten the hard work, determination, and teamwork it takes to finish the game with a victory. As your senator, I use these same principles in Montgomery as we compete with other areas of the state for the resources we need. It is my job to see that Escambia County comes out a winner.
Atmore Auto Parts, located at 105 North 2nd Avenue in Atmore, is your local Napa dealer, specializing in automotive parts, farm and agricultural parts, ATV and heavy-duty parts, marine and hydraulic hoses. Atmore Auto Parts is open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5 and on Saturdays 7 to 12. No one knows parts better than the folks at Atmore Auto Parts. So for your next project, call Atmore Auto Parts, 251-368-2148.
7-0 Cougars as Landon Sims tees the ball up at the 40. He's going to kick it off. Low line drive kick is going to still be on the ground after it was touched.
Finally
but now number one for the Stingrays picks it up, and he's battling for yardage and comes out all the way across the 30-yard line. Let's see where they spot him down.
Yeah, actually a good return. That's number 1, Deontay Reinhardt.
Well, Deontay brings it out to about the 34-yard line, near the well, actually, they spotted on out to the 35. They must have gave him forward progress to the 35 before he got knocked backwards. So it'll be first down and 10, Lighthouse Christian. That's near where they started last time before the holding call backed them up 10 yards, and then the wheels just fell off the wagon from there. A lot of movement there, but no flags at the snap. Tackle is going to be made far side as a pass is completed over there to a wide receiver all the way across the field.
That was, I believe that was Deontay Reinhardt, and thrown to by sophomore quarterback Chase Moore.
2nd down and 6 now after a gain of 4 yards on the pass play. The ball comes out from the 35 out to the 39. That's where Lighthouse Christian will have it. They've got stacked receivers to both sides. Quarterback wanting to throw, little slant pass right there. And
that was Jadaniel on the coverage as a linebacker.
Jadaniel on the coverage, and don't forget looking there as J.J. Stevens also introduced himself to the receiver rudely there after the ball bounced off his hands. Just a little reminder that if you come across this middle, chances are you're going to get hit. 3rd down and 6 now for Lighthouse Christian. There's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw out of the shotgun, almost picked off, but the ball knocked to the ground by number 11, Stevens, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, that was Bubba that almost intercepted.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. That was 11 instead of 10. So 4th down and 6 as the punting unit is going to come back, I believe, for the Stingrays of Lighthouse Christian. Lighthouse Christian from Pensacola, Florida.
Can't tell really who he's going to snap. There's the punt.
Well, this may not be a punt. Well, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
there,
it is.
There he is.
Yeah, this
ball's going to be fielded on the run by number 2. That's going to be number 2, Landon Sims. Landon Sims with the football, and finally he's going to be drugged down by number 28 for Lighthouse.
Yeah, that's Keon Johnson. That's the big running back that had the ball earlier, the senior.
So number 2, Landon Sims, is able to come up. The punt never really got that high, and it was kind of a line drive, and Landon just came in and just caught it wide open. He was running wide open when he caught it. Brought the ball all the way down into the territory of Lighthouse, and the Cougars are going to have the ball in good field position, and they'll have it 1st down and 10 on the Lighthouse Christian 36-yard line. There's Christian Crook on the carry. Good defense there by Lighthouse Christian as they smelt that out as Christian Crook tried to go wide right and was unable to ever turn the corner as Lighthouse Christian is able to contain.
Yeah, just nice containment. Had 3 guys. They all kept him to their inside shoulder, so he wasn't able to get outside. Nice defense.
Play fails to gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Cougars with the football. Here comes a man in motion. Cougars looking to throw. I saw this in practice the other day, looking for the wheel route. They've got it. Number 1, Malachi Haynes has to wait on the football, but makes the catch. And it will be a 1st down and 10 for the Cougars.
Yeah, that was a really nice catch. He just reached up and took it.
I watched that play that they ran right there yesterday afternoon in practice, and what they're doing is they've got a receiver set out here. They bring Malachi in motion to the near side, so he's coming straight toward the press box here. They run the set receiver on a post pattern. He's trying to drag guys with him, and then what they do is they try to hit Christian on the wheel route, which they were able to do. The 1st down carry by number 11, Jadaniel Bubba Nettles. He weaves his way in traffic, gets a good gain. Looks like he's going to gain about 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Yep, Sims with the, or I'm sorry, Sims handed off to number 11, Bubba Nettles, and Nettles gets hit immediately after getting the football, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. So what was a 2nd down and 2 now becomes a 3rd down and 4. Cougars looking to the sideline. They're getting the play. Everybody's checking their wristband, and so we're going to run one here. 16 seconds left on the play clock as we continue play here in the 1st quarter. 5:20 and counting. And let's see, it's going to be a flag down on the play. Let's see who they call the penalty against. They're taking basically taking a poll to see what they want to call. It's a dead ball. It's going to be offsides against the defense. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that'll be enough to give the Cougars a 1st down. Well, actually, no, it will not, because it's a half the distance.
It's right at it. It's close.
Right. It's probably about a half a yard from being a 1st down. So it's now 3rd down.
Yeah, I think he gave him the 1st. 1st and goal.
Okay, so 1st down for the Cougars. There's Bubba Nettles right up the middle.
That's a touchdown. And
it is signal touchdown, so that's going to be a touchdown Cougars with 5:11 to go here in the 1st quarter. The Cougars with a 13-0 lead over Lighthouse Christian. $5:11 to go, 13-0. Landon Sims in for the point after touchdown as he will line up and kick it. They're gonna remove the holder, and I'll tell you what that is. That's basically an equipment malfunction. Is he's not wearing probably his knee pads. He doesn't have his knee pads pulled down, and whenever the referees see that, what they're going to do is they're going to stop play, and the infraction, or the infractor, I guess you would call it, the person that is guilty of the penalty.
He went with that little 2-point conversion that they run there, Rick.
Is going to get sent to the sidelines, and that's exactly what they had happened. The Cougars do go for 2, though, instead, and they get the 2-point conversion. So with 5:11 to go here in the 1st quarter, the score, Escambia Academy 15 and Lighthouse Christian nothing. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR 105.9 FM, or you could be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
But one thing is for sure, everywhere you go, you'll find big fight.
Rick's trying to talk cheerleaders into throwing him a football.
At your local Ace, we're proud to play our part in the communities we serve. And we want you to know that
Gotta wave your arms, Rick.
Whether big or small, we'll be there. A question and an ask. Our associates will be glad to help. They'll show you everything you'll need to get.
Give them the old moose call next time.
Advice of getting great results. Helpful ways to help you save time and money. Painting a room a new color. Getting the lawn just right. From changing porch light to hanging pictures on the wall. If you need help, your local Ace is just minutes away. Stop by today. Ace, the helpful place.
See Bondrent Lumber and Hardware with locations in Bruton, Century, and Atmore.
Welcome back. Cougars with a 15-0 lead here in the first quarter. Kick is going to go down, going to be fielded by number 1 of Lighthouse Christian, the Stingrays. The ball's going to be after the tackle. The ball will be spotted just across the 25-yard line. Looks like it's going to be out to around the 28, possibly the 29. So it is the 28. 5:04 remaining first quarter. And this entire first half of the first quarter has been played on the Lighthouse Christian side of the 50. I don't think Lighthouse has actually crossed have they crossed the 40-yard line yet?
I think the 35's as far as they've gotten so far.
Lighthouse Christian with the football. Long break here as
they might have got close to the 40 with that one pass. I'm not sure. It's safe to say they haven't crossed the 40 yet.
So Lighthouse Christian with the football. Backs are in the I formation. Slot to the left side, wide receiver to the right. Here's the handoff to the big running back. That's going to be 28 on the carry. And he just bounces around and really finds no running room as he took the ball straight up the middle and gets knocked backwards. Play does gain a yard forward progress of about, maybe 2 feet. We'll call it a long 9. It's second down and a long 9 for Lighthouse Christian. Split backfield now. Or I'm sorry, they're going to direct snap it. They've got a back, and the big back, he hurdles the man, shows a little athletic ability, does the big man, as he goes up and over. That's right. He hurdled the first would-be tackler. And I tell you, big boy's got some hops.
For a guy that's 5'10", 210.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I got him by a few pounds, and but I guarantee you, even at my lightest, I didn't have hops like that.
A third and about 3.
Cougars look like they're coming on a blitz. They are. That's going to be 28 again on a direct snap. Fighting for yardage. Gets back to near the line of scrimmage. He sticks his nose in there, but he's not going to get a first down. He's still going to be short.
I think that was a zero gain on that one.
You know,
so it's 4th and 3.
In looking at what Lighthouse is doing,
maybe even 4th and 4.
Yeah, they're doing the best they can with what they have on the field. I mean, honestly. But I tell you, if they try to just continue to direct snap with nothing basically to go with that play, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night for them, and it's certainly going to be a long night for 28. 4th down and 3. As the punting unit is on, there's a quick little punt. It's going to be fielded by Landon Sims. No blocks in the back. You don't have to block. Let Sims do some work. There he is. He's finally going to be corralled and brought down just across the 35, and that was a good job there by Christian Crook, as he did not block anybody in the back and just let the play happen. You know, when your guy gets by you and you have to turn around and chase him, that's usually when you block him in the back. If you're having to chase him,
he thought about it but didn't. It was good discipline on his part.
That's right. And that's one thing that we've talked about that the Cougars need to get back to, that they had earlier in the year but they kind of got away from, is playing good, intelligent, disciplined football.
That's right. And they've got good field position as a result.
Cougars now come out in the I formation. Landon Sims underneath center, I believe maybe not for the first time tonight. Handoff is going to be straight ahead to number 11, Jadaniel Nettles. Nettles battles for yardage, comes across the 40-yard line.
I think he got about 7 yards on that one. Maybe 8. Yeah, looks like he got about 8 yards on that one.
So 2nd down and 2 for the Cougars. Ball across the 40 out to the 44. Clock running with 2:44 here in the first quarter. Cougars with a 15-0 lead. There's the snap. Play action pass. Rolling out is number 2, Landon Sims. He's got a receiver open, hits him, and finally the tackle made far sideline, just across the 35-yard line in Lighthouse territory. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Cougars as 22. They keep the drive alive. That was 22 on the
yes,
on the reception.
That would be Devin Kelly.
Yeah, that's right, Devin Kelly. 1st down and 10 Cougars. Now the Cougars change formations. Landon Sims going to be in the shotgun. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to number 11, Nettles. Nettles coming near sideline, coming around the end. He spins through a tackle, and finally going to get hit a couple of times and drop down, but not before he crosses the 20-yard line, and it's going to be another 1st down for Escambia Academy. So Cougars with a 1st down and 10. Ball going to be inside the 20-yard line. Looks like it's down about the 19. Landon Sims in the shotgun. Snap to him. Rolling to his right. Got a man open. Going to hit him. And it looks like the catch is made.
That was by Devin Kelly, too. Number 22. Nice catch.
It was a nice catch. The throw was just a little low, and Devin had to go to the ground to make the catch.
Yeah, but he got his hands under it, so it's a nice little pickup. He was about wide open, though. If it had been spot-on pass, he may have been able to turn with it. But we'll take that 7.5 or 8-yard gain.
That's right. 2nd down and 3 is what we'll call it. Cougars with the football, looking to the sideline, trying to get the play in. Number 22, Kelly, is going to be far side. He's got a slot to that side, that far side over there. Fake the handoff is going to be play action. Sims looking to throw. It looked like it was it's going to be a penalty. Yeah, that is going to be intentional grounding, as you got to have a receiver somewhere. And not only that, Landon Sims was still in the tackle box when he made the throw. The rush came right up the middle. So intentional grounding against the Cougars. So that's going to be penalized yardage and a loss of down. So it's a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And it is, they signal the penalty and the loss of down.
About 3rd and 20.
So I wonder if the Cougars will go back to that little wheel route that they ran earlier. They worked on that a lot yesterday. It doesn't look like that's going to be the play here.
3rd and 10.
So there's the snap. Right down the middle, looking to hit a man.
I think he's gonna be.
He overthrew him.
Yeah.
As they tried to hit the post pattern, and I mean it was right at the post. So Cougars try to light the scoreboard up again as Landon Sims threw it from where he was all the way into the end zone, but just simply overthrew his receiver, and the ball falls incomplete. 4th down.
Looks like they're going to go for it, Rick.
Yeah, it's 4th down and 20. At least 20. It's more than that, actually.
Yeah, maybe about 22.
Cougars are going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Landon Sims rolling to his left, looking back. Got a man far sideline wide open, and he missed him.
He wasn't Didn't turn to look for it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think the receiver turned the wrong way. If he would have stayed on his route and ran that out route to that side, then the throw would have been here. But instead, he turned back around this way, and the ball was behind him, and he just simply never saw it. 32.2 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Cougars lead by a score of 15-0. And they're going to be back on defense as Lighthouse Christian, the Stingrays, take over on downs after the Cougars are unable to move the ball offensively. Little concerning right there, just from an offensive standpoint for the Cougars, is really the offense looked a little flat right there. Trips to the left, single wide receiver to the right. He's looking to that trips side, hits a little slant pass over the middle.
He might have picked up one.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him more like about 3. Going to be 2nd down and 7. As I think after the catch, he got knocked a little backwards, so they gave him forward progress, gain of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Lighthouse Christian. Ball's going to be across the 30-yard line, spotted at about the 33, and that's going to end the first quarter. So with the first quarter gone, we'll take a break and come back. The score at the end of 1, Escambia Academy 15, Lighthouse Christian Academy nothing. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar football on homecoming night 2021. You're listening on WBZR Atmore, or you could be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Southern Social Boutique has the latest styles and the trendiest clothes to make you look and feel your very best. Southern Social Boutique always has something you'll love to wear at a price you can surely afford. And with all the excitement of footballs flying through the air, show your team pride for either Alabama or Auburn game day T-shirts, available now for adults and children. Like us on Facebook for continuing updates and new arriving merchandise. Visit our website at southernsocialboutique.com or visit us at our store location at 101 Main Street in downtown Atmore. You'll love the way you look when your clothes come from Southern Social Boutique. No visit to Atmore is complete until you've experienced Gather. The Gather restaurant, located at 111 West Nashville Avenue in Atmore, has become the premier location for an incredible dining experience. From delectable appetizers and perfectly seasoned steaks to scrumptious dessert choices, your mouth is sure to water just thinking about your next trip to Gather. Great food, incredible service, and an authentic Southern charm will have you coming back again and again. Gather is open Tuesday through Saturday from 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. The Gather restaurant is a proud sponsor of Escambia Academy Cougar Athletics.
And welcome back, as I know a group from out here at Escambia Academy tonight, the class of 1981. They're going to be visiting the Gather restaurant here about halftime.
Oh, intercepted.
Oh, there's going to be picked off by number 11. That's going to be Jadaniel Nettles, as a little jump ball was offered up by the quarterback. That's going to be Austin Snyder. Snyder is picked off.
Yeah, their quarterback, if you're going to throw that little pass, you got to put a little more heat on it. That's, as you were referring to last week, a wounded duck that Bubba jumped up and got.
That's right, and I'm sorry, I gave credit for the interception to the wrong guy. The quarterback was number 12, Chase Moore, and Moore just kind of threw a little lob basketball pass, looked like an alley-oop to his receiver, and the play was intercepted by number 11, Jadaniel Bubba Nettles. Cougars with the football. They're going to have it 1st down and 10 just underway here in the second quarter. Want to get back to what we were talking to, or I was talking about there just a few minutes ago. Number 3 on the carry, that's going to be Christian Crook. And Crook's going to battle his way off left guard, right up the middle. But, yeah, the bunch, the class of 1981 that's here celebrating homecoming for Escambia Academy, here at halftime, they're going to be heading to the Gather restaurant, and they're going to have a good time. Of course, I don't know who's cooking for them because Chef McElhaney's right down there. He's the one that I hollered at a while ago about the nice hands when he dropped the football from the cheerleaders. There's a handoff going to be at right tackle. A few yards there, but not going to be enough for a 1st down as Christian Crook battles his way. Matter of fact, it looks like they are going to move the down marker forward about a yard and a half. So it'll be 3rd down now, 3rd down and 3. one thing that we're, going to have to do ourselves before this year's out, we're going to have to get up and enjoy a pregame meal with Chef McElhaney and the crew at the Gather. One of our sponsors here on Escambia Academy Cougar football. There's a snap going to be to the quarterback, number 2, Landon Sims. Sims goes at left end, and it looks like he's going to have enough for a first down. So a first down for the Cougars, 10:24 remaining here in the first half. Cougars leading by a score of 15-0. Clock running with 10:20 to go here in the half. Handoff is going to be up the middle, going left now, bouncing it outside. That looked like number 3, Christian Crook, again on the carry. So the clock stopped after the back runs out of bounds. That's going to bring up, it's going to be second down and about.
Yeah, it looks like about 3, maybe long 3 or short 4, however you want to say it.
So second down, we'll call it 3. Second down and 3. 3 sounds better than 4.
Have a whistle.
Yeah, whistle's on the field. And it looks like somebody's going to take a timeout, and it's going to be, a little confusion. Now it's going to be the Cougars. The white hat turned one way and then the other, and he said, well, all right. So I think he was looking for help on actually who called it. But it is the Cougars that called the timeout. But, yeah, homecoming activities going on here tonight. If you're sitting around the house right now and you don't have anything better to do and you're in the Atmore area, we're not very far away from downtown Atmore. Feel free to ride this way and enjoy high school football, or you can sit there and pop a little popcorn. You can, Lane Kiffin pops a lot of popcorn these days, and and so you can just sit around the house and pop a little popcorn and listen to the radio or watch on Facebook or YouTube. We'll be glad to have you, as we are each and every Friday night. And want to remind you that if you hear these sponsors on the radio as we broadcast here from Bachelor Field and Canoe, by all means, if you stop in one of these businesses and you see the businesses that support these football broadcasts, then tell them how much you appreciate it, because we sure do appreciate them, because we get to do what we do because of them and their generosity. Landon Sims on the run, and I think, and I'm not a quarterback's coach by any means, but it looked like his timing and his footwork were a little out of sync, and the way he threw the football, he just kind of stuck the nose of it in the ground.
Yeah, about 4 yards in front of the receiver. Yeah.
That happens anytime you're moving and trying to throw at the same time. You got to get your footwork right. There's Jadaniel Bubba Nettles straight up the middle.
That'll be a first down by Bubba Nettles.
So Cougars do gain enough for a first down. It's going to be first down and goal. Ball's going to be inside the 5 at about the 4. There's a quick snap. There's Nettles again on the carry at right tackle.
I think he got down to about the 2, Rick.
So second down and goal. 9:34, clock still running here in the first half. Cougars with a 15-0 lead. Substitutions going in and out for Lighthouse Christian. They run a player on late. Looked like they didn't have enough on defense because they ran one on, but nobody came off. There's Sims.
Touchdown.
That's going to be enough for, let's see if we get a signal. Still don't see a signal. Maybe a penalty flag. Yeah, a penalty far sideline.
I heard a whistle.
Let's see what the penalty is going to be. It's going to be a procedure call against the Cougars. So that's going to be a 5-yard mark-off.
Somebody moved. I didn't see it on that one.
It must have been on the interior line. I mean, you know, and you could have missed something. It could have been somebody doing something as simply as just picking their hand up a little early.
Right.
Something that wouldn't be noticeable to the naked eye. We've talked about it before. You know, when you get inside with the big guys, where the big guys play with all those big numbers, you know, things happen in there that are unmentionable.
You would know.
I've
since you played in the interior line.
I did. Not very well, but I did play in there.
Oh, you were a fine football player.
Anyway, that is going to be a fine 5-yard mark-off. So a 5-yard penalty against the Cougars. Ball's going to come out across the 5 to about the 7. Sims looking to throw, got a man open in the end zone, touchdown.
Yep.
So on the completed pass.
That's Brady Howell.
Yeah, number 14, Brady Howell on the reception. So that's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. The 6 points from the 15, as I quickly do the math, and with help from the scoreboard, it's 21-0 now Cougars with 8:55 remaining here in the first half. Notice how I said that I quickly did the math, but I did not take all the credit myself. I did take a glance at the scoreboard. It's kind of like cheating on a math test, you know. I mean, you know the guy next to you is probably a little smarter and got the better answer, so you just kind of get a little glance over there to see what he's got.
Good. Yeah.
So the point after touchdown is good as Landon Sims kicks the point after through with 8:55 to go here in the first half. The score, Cougars 22 and Lighthouse Christian nothing.
So in other words, you did short addition as opposed to long division.
Yeah. Like I used to, like I always like to put it, because I watch a lot of those old classic television shows, you know, the way Jethro Bodine used to describe it is he does his gozentas. You know, 2 goes into 6 3 times, you know, 2 goes into 8 4 times.
Right.
So, that's what I did. I did my gozentas. Ms. Margie Long, God rest her soul, she would be proud of me for doing my gozentas, because I enjoyed her Algebra 2 class back in high school at Escambia County High. I enjoyed it so much.
She enjoyed it twice.
Yeah,
from you, I think.
That's right. Yeah, I took it twice. I liked it so much. 8:55 to go here in the first half. 22-0 the score. Cougars with a homecoming 2021 lead.
Lighthouse still has yet to cross the 50-yard line.
For the second half, or for the second time in the ball game, number 8, Jamarian Hooks, the 9th grader, has gotten sent to the sideline because of something he's got going on with his knee pads. And they're not going to allow high school kids to pull the knee pads up where the knee is not covered. That's what they're doing. And every time they see it, they're not even going to ask the question. The referee's simply going to send him to the sidelines and tell him he's out for the play.
Deontay Reinhardt on the return, and looks like they're going to corral him up around the 26, 27-yard line, Ricky.
So a good run back there by Lighthouse Christian as the ball does come across the 25 out to near the 27-yard line. And that's where Lighthouse Christian will take over the – it's going to be a personal foul. Face mask going to be against the Cougars as well. So you take where that ball's spotted down and add 15 yards to it. So courtesy of the penalty right there, Lighthouse Christian is going to start with their best field position of the night. Just got to remember, guys, when you're playing defense, that helmet on the front or that face mask on the front of the helmet is not a handle. It's a protection device. Slots to both sides. Quarterback's back to throw. He's looking, got a man open, going to hit him, and a good move there after the catch and carry.
Like probably,
that's probably going to be the best play of the night for Lighthouse Christian.
And they have now crossed the 50.
So a good catch and carry there by number 1, Deontay Reinhardt. As Reinhardt does bring the ball across the 50 for the first time tonight, Lighthouse Christian has the ball in Cougar territory at the 49. Slots both side. There's going to be a little throw. It's going to be picked off.
7. Kevin Farish has got the ball.
Farish misses the tackle. Now going to be corralled up by number 12. The quarterback that threw the interception was number 12, Chase Moore. And Moore, that's his second interception of the night, and he looks like he's throwing it to the Cougars instead of his own guys.
Well, that was almost like the Hindenburg, just a dirigible, just floating up there. That was terrible. He's just a sophomore, their quarterback, and he's got to learn you got to put a little more zip on it than that. But you lay it up there like that, and he'll be throwing interceptions the rest of the night.
And there again, what it looked like is instead of throwing the football, he just kind of shot it like a basketball. It's almost like that little jump pass, right?
Yeah.
It's like that little jump pass that Tim Tebow made famous, but Lighthouse Christian doesn't have Tim Tebow. That's the problem. 8:10 to go here in the first half. 22-0 the score. We got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll come back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
This is Larry White Insurance Agency at 430 Palafox Street in Fullerton, or call 296-2471. Wi-Fi at Johnson Ford. We put our customers' wants and
wide
needs
open.
first. Extra time and selling costs reflected in our winning Ford Presidential.
Hit him in the wrong spot.
Sales to service. We do everything we can to achieve the highest levels of customer service. We are proud to be the premier Ford dealership in this area. We invite you to come by and see us at 1828 South Main Street in Atmore to experience the no-hack, best price, first way of doing business. Stop by and see Jim Johnson and the staff, or give them a call, 251-368-2135.
And while we were away, the Cougars had a chance to score, but number 22, Devin Kelly, dropped the football. He was wide open, and the ball just hit him in the hands and fell to the ground. So now on second down, Jadaniel Bubba Nettles, number 11, battling for yardage up the middle, gain of about 5. It'll be now third down and 5 for the Cougars. The ball spotted down near inside the 20, about the 19-yard line.
About third and 4, long 4. He was tackled by same guy that plays the running back position for him, number 28, playing linebacker, made the tackle for him.
Landon Sims from the shotgun. Wide receiver split wide to both sides. There's the snap. Sims, flags fly.
It's a dead ball.
And whistles.
Yeah. Procedure dead ball. So it's a good thing, too, because he dropped the ball.
Cougars just still struggling in the area of penalties. Let's see, the white hat has not yet signaled what they're calling, but it is going to be against the Cougars. Well, it's going to be illegal procedure, whether he signals or not, and he did not. But the ball whistled into play. So the penalty yardage backs the ball back 5 yards. It was 3rd and 4. Now it's 3rd and 9. There's the snap. Landon Sims looking downfield, looking to throw. Got a man open over the middle. Catch is going to be made. Little spin move there. Good catch and carry.
Number 17, I believe, Rick.
Yeah, 17 is going to be Tyler Reagan. And he's a 10th grader.
Nice catch and run.
It was a nice catch and run, and actually got to give Tyler some props. I believe that's the first time that we've called his name on a Cougar broadcast.
Yeah, that's his first catch this year, I believe.
So
nice job.
new blood on the field for the Cougars for this offensive unit.
First and goal.
Sims going to hand off to number 11, Nettles. Nettles, yep, that's going to be a holding call as the white hat throws it.
That's a bad holding. It was completely, well, I guess that was completely unnecessary because Bubba had it the whole way.
Well, that's just something that, again, you know, we've talked about all year long. The Cougars have just got to clean it up. And, you know, unfortunately, I got to say this again because I believe it to be the truth. These AISA officiating crews, not that they're doing a bad job, but what they're doing is the crews are talking to each other. And so the white hat that's got the crew coming this week from last week is telling them, you need to watch out for the holding calls because the Cougars will hold. And what it does is if everybody on the field is looking for a holding call, you can find a holding call. Cougars with the football. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to Nettles. Nettles weaving his way up the middle.
Yep, nice run, though.
Going to get the ball down to near the 10-yard line. As it is goal to go for the Cougars. So it'll be now second down and goal.
About the 9-yard line.
Yeah, they put it at the 9 and then moved it back, moved the stick back to the 10.
Yeah, back to the 10, yeah.
So second down and goal for the Cougars. Clock running with 5:49 to go here in the first half. 22-0 the score. Down to 4-3-2 on the play clock. They get the play off. There's Landon Sims trying to run, and there's going to be another holding call.
You know, I almost said that's going to be a touchdown as long as there's no penalty.
Yeah.
Of course, looks like there was. I'm not sure what it was.
But
threw by the back judge. Thrown by the back judge.
And
he signaled touchdown, though, so it may be against Liberty. I mean, Lighthouse.
Right. Well, let's see what the penalty infraction is going to be. Because I am yet to see a signal. Holding. No, it's not going to be a touchdown with a holding call. And the thing is where that flag was thrown, and I believe it was thrown possibly on J.J. Stevens, and the ball was already at the other corner of the end zone. Why he's holding where he was, I can't imagine why.
Well, like I said, I started to say that'll be a touchdown as long as there's no penalty flag, but of course there was. So, but it's still just second down and goal.
So Cougars with the football, second down and goal, slot to the left. Sims rolling right. He's got a man, is going to be dropped.
That was a nice play by number 8. Nashawn Brown, junior linebacker for Lighthouse.
And somebody, you know, we talk about playing to a standard. We talked about that in the pregame interview with Coach Sims. And I'm sure that conversation is going to be had at halftime because right now, if you look at this Cougar team as a whole, now they're up 22-0. And it's obviously that the team that they're playing against is an inferior opponent, but you still have to play up to your standard. Yeah. And they're playing, and I'm sure that's what the conversation here is fixing to be.
Should have had a touchdown twice already, but, you know, penalties and now a sack is
keep shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah. 4:44 to go in the first half. Cougars with a 22-0 lead. Let's take a break and come back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Diamond Gasoline Station with locations all over South Alabama and Northwest Florida. Wish all the local teams in the area good luck this football season. Thank you for making Diamond Gasoline your choice for quality fuels and convenience items. Diamond Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. And remember, fill your tank and save your green at Diamond Gasoline. Whether selling or buying home lots, land or commercial properties in both Alabama and Florida, you need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate needs. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore and at southernrealestate.org on the web, they are just a phone call away at 251-368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
Welcome back as we continue here in the first half of play.
Sawmill operation with locations in Uri, Alabama and Blountstown, Florida. Juniper Creek Lumber specializes in turning storm recovery logs into custom cut lumber used in a variety of building projects. We have longleaf pine, juniper, white cedar, cypress, and hardwood. And who wouldn't love authentic heart pine beams or new heartwood flooring, custom cut to your need and specifications. Check us out on Facebook or call Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100. That's Greg
Wide
Fralick.
right.
251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100. For Juniper Creek Lumber, Southern Best.
So while we were away, the Cougars try a long field goal attempt after they failed to convert on third down. So they had a fourth down. They were facing a fourth down with the ball spotted, at about the 25-yard line. So what would have been about probably about a 42-yarder was missed by Landon Sims. So the ball falls to the ground.
Had the distance, just went wide right just a little bit. Had plenty of distance.
So Lighthouse Christian is going to have the ball now, first down and 10. The ball spotted at the 20. Actually, from where it was, what happens is when you miss the field goal from further back, they spot the ball at the 20-yard line. No, that wouldn't be the case either. I just misread where they had spotted the ball.
It was about a 34, 35-yard kick. Yep.
So, incomplete pass as Lighthouse tried to complete a pass out here near sideline. The ball falls incomplete. So the clock is slowed down and almost stopped with all the passing that we've had here recently. Still 4:29 to go here in the first half. 22-0 the score. Lighthouse has changed quarterbacks. They've got a guy in the backfield now that's playing quarterback that can run the football as he rolled to his left. Number 3 is now the quarterback. That's a junior, 5'7", 150-pound Terrence Gross Jr.
He was making some yardage, too. Kevin Ferris kind of tripped him up right there at the end with an ankle tackle.
First down and 10. Handoff is going to be to the back. Got some running room.
That's the big guy.
That's the big guy. That's 28. Nobody wants to. He's
a load. He's 5'10", 210-pound senior. Looks like he might even go up slightly more than 210.
He's
He's a load.
Yeah. He may be a biscuit or two over 210, that's for sure. I guarantee you, if you're playing safety and see that wide body coming at you, you don't want to run up and square it up, that's for sure. Number 3, the quarterback, looking to throw. He pumps it, now he's going to run it.
Can't throw your shoulder into him, son.
Terrence Gross Jr. in at quarterback. He's going to gain good yardage.
Yeah, you got to wrap up. The linebacker just kind of threw his shoulder in there. He just kept running.
Yeah, that'll get replayed several times during film review on Monday, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's where you slide down in your chair a little bit.
That's right. You hide. You don't want – nobody wants the coaches to know that was me. Flags on the play and whistles. Looks like it's going to be a dead ball. It's going to be procedure against Lighthouse Christian. It's going to back them up 5 yards. It'll be first down still, but a first down and 15. 3:39 to go here in the first half. Cougars with a 22-0 lead. But it really has not been.
Number 3, Rick, what is he?
He's
a smallish fella, but he's a senior. He's pretty good.
Actually, no, 3 is a junior. That's Terrence Gross Jr. He's a junior.
That's in the area of holding there. Penalty flag by the white hat.
Yep, there's going to be a flag down. Personal foul.
Personal foul.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think somebody took a shot at 3 because he got up slowly back here. And that's where the flag was thrown.
Yeah.
Was where the quarterback was hit back here. You know, Coach Hugh Fountain has said time and time again that, you know, they don't want the Cougars not to be aggressive, but you can't hit folks after they're not involved in the play, especially the quarterback. I mean, they're going to protect referees at every level of play, from Pee-wee all the way up to the NFL. They're talking these days about protection of the quarterback. Lighthouse with the football. They've got deep into Cougar territory now because of the penalties.
Ooh.
Looking to throw. Play is going to be incomplete.
Good coverage by Jadaniel Bowen Nettles on that one. So he was in tight coverage. Yeah, the quarterback did put some zip on it, but Bubba was still able to knock it down.
Intended receiver was number 1, Deontay Reinhardt. So 3, the quarterback, Terrence Gross Jr.
Yeah, you have to wonder why they didn't have this quarterback in there the whole time. I mean, he's not very big, but the other guy's 6'5". This guy's 5'7", but he's got some moves, and he put some zip on that last pass.
Quarterback hands off to the big fella. That's number 28 for Lighthouse Christian. He is a load, and especially when he gets headed downhill. That's Keon Johnson. He plays running back and middle linebacker. He's a senior. And as you talked about earlier, 5'10", 100 or 210 pounds. He's a monster.
It's going to be 4th and goal. Whole host of Cougars in on the tackle. I think I see Nick Kane's number in there amongst them. So Nick Kane is in on a lot of tackles for the Cougars.
Terrence Gross Jr. sticks it into the belly of Keon Johnson, pulls it out, and then follows him in the hole, but they're unable to do anything with the football, and they take a timeout. Now with 2:25 to go here in the first half. 22-0 the score as we continue to play. And like I said, Rick, you know, this game in no way, form, or fashion do we feel like the Cougars are in any way in any kind of jeopardy. But
no,
right
they're not threatened, and but really, I mean, they came out and played just like Coach Fountain wanted to start with. But I mean, they have really the last couple of possessions shot themselves in the foot. And as he said in the interview, they've done it to themselves. This is, to me, clearly an overmatched team that they're playing, and now but they're starting to play better and getting a little confidence and playing a lot better than they were at the beginning of the game for sure.
Well, and you know, one thing that that Coach Fountain talked about is just a couple of weeks ago, Lighthouse Christian played to an 8-0 score. They only lost 8-0
against a good Baker, Florida. Yeah, against a good Baker, Florida team. And they're gaining confidence. They're starting to play better. Number 3 there is who replaced number 12 at quarterback.
Yeah, Terrence Gross Jr.
Yeah, and he's a lot smaller. The other guy's 6'5". This guy's definitely playing better. Now they got him.
Good job.
So the Cougars are going to make the stop as Terrence Gross Jr. takes the snap. Tries to come around left in and fails to be able to gain any yardage.
Yeah, ball will go over on downs to the Cougars.
So with 2:10 to go here in the first half, Cougars are going to get the football back with the lead. You know, and you know, I can't. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, but you know, if your aspirations are to play well enough to make it through the playoffs and back to the state championship game, you got to play against every opponent like it's your last game you'll ever play.
Yep.
And that's what we're not seeing right now from the Cougars. And the coaching staff are coaching them up. They're doing all that they can do. The kids have to own it. And right now they just are not owning this whole process of getting better with each and every play.
Well, so they've got time to score right here, but like I said, they can't shoot themselves in the foot with penalties.
Well,
really the last 3 or 4 games, there's just been too many penalties, plain and simple.
Well, and that continues tonight. Too many penalties. There goes
no penalties so far.
Well, no, not on this play yet. As Landon Sims takes the snap,
I had to knock on wood before I said that. Yep, nice pickup.
And that's one thing last week that we noticed as well. A lot of the movement of this Cougar offense comes, Jadaniel Nettles has to have a good night, but also Landon Sims. Landon Sims is they share the offensive duties being able to run the ball. One thing that we saw last week against Autauga is that Autauga basically took Landon Sims out of the football game.
They're the 2 most explosive players on the Cougars team, and got a long pass to Malachi, but we got a penalty flag.
Yeah, and
I don't know what that would be.
It's going to be a pass interference call, but that should have been a no call.
Yeah, that ball wasn't catchable, was it?
Well, I'm not sure that it wasn't catchable, but what else? I saw absolutely nothing on the play except the 2 players running with each other down the field. Pass interference against the defense, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It's not an automatic first down, but the penalty yardage will give the Cougars first down. And really, the only thing that I saw the defender do there is he just impeded the running ability of the receiver by getting in his way and kind of shadowing him the way you would in a basketball play. But there were no hands on him.
There was nothing, as you would say, egregious about it. It was just kind of a little light contact.
Of course, the Cougars will take it. They'll take the penalty. There's a throw. That's a long throw. And the play is caught.
Devin Kelly.
That's going to be number 22, Devin Kelly, on the reception.
The clock's going to start running again now that the chains have moved.
Well, the chains.
Or not the chain, the down marker.
Down marker's moved. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. Sims looking to throw. Going to get hit. Going to be dropped and sacked. So inside a minute to go, 56-55, and the Cougars.
They call a timeout.
Are going to take a timeout.
Yeah. We'll
just stay here with them as we approach the end of this first half. Cougars with a 22-0 score.
Well, on that play, he got sacked. He didn't have very long, maybe 3 seconds, and it really wasn't a blitz. They just came through and got him, the defensive line.
Well, you gotta be able to block for your quarterback. Of course, it was going to take a long time for that play to develop because they were trying to hit receivers going on deep routes down the sideline and across the middle. But still, you got to give your quarterback time to throw as he's back there and he's got the football. And the job of the guys on the other side of the ball is to go get to the football. So you got things working against you right there. And Landon Sims gets sacked, dropped for a loss. And so now where it was 2nd down and about 2, it's now 3rd down. The ball comes all the way out to the.
And the scoreboard's not correct. But it's about 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6.5.
Right. So the ball spotted inside the 35. Looks like it's going to be down about the 33-yard line. 3rd and 7. Landon Sims in the shotgun. Trip receivers to the left. Got a single receiver to the right. Steps up in the pocket, looking to throw. Got a man on the post.
Touchdown.
And it's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. Number 22,
And I
Devin
see no
Kelly.
flags. Yep, good catch by Devin Kelly. Hey, no flags. Nice long pass, caught it at the back of the end zone. Good catch.
So Devin Kelly on the touchdown reception for the Cougars.
And good job by the offensive line. They did give him plenty of time to throw that time.
So with the touchdown, the 6 points added to the 22. That's 28-0 the score with 46 seconds left to go here in the first half. So number 2, Landon Sims, he's going to line up and try to kick the point after.
Well, I hear whistles. The kick was good, but I do hear whistles.
Yeah, they're going to call offsides against Lighthouse.
I think this crew just likes throwing their flags.
Well, you've heard me say this before. This is the part of the game when if I'm the white hat and I go in at halftime and everybody, I'm going to hand all my crew a bottle of Gatorade. And as I hand them the Gatorade, I'm going to hold out my other hand and say, give me your whistle.
And you've frequently been the white hat yourself before in these games, so I know you know what you're talking about.
I'll say, give me your whistle and your flags. Nobody take nothing out with you because our job now is to try to get this last 24 minutes. We're trying to get it in the book.
It's 29-0. There's no need in throwing those kind of penalties.
So here comes the point after. Landon Sims with the ball teed up, and they jump again. And what's the funny thing about this is it's from the 3. So the first offsides was a 1.5 yard penalty. So now it's at the 1.5. And so now this penalty is, I don't know, it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 9 inches. So there's the kick. It's up and it's through. No flags this time, thank goodness. And so the Cougars now with a 29-0 lead as we're still trying to work our way to halftime. A lot of walking around right now. I mean, for this to be a homecoming night and everything that's going on, and my team has a 29-0 lead, the tires on the Cougar sideline are flat right now.
They're definitely low on air. If they're supposed to be 36 pounds of pressure, that looks like they may have about 22 pounds.
Well, and like I say, that's just a little concerning because you got a team that later in the year is going to be hopefully, well, you already know you qualify for a first-round playoff game, but the thing about the AISA is that you're one and done. If you don't win in the playoffs, you're through. And so once you make it to playoffs, what your season record is out the window. And so what you got to do is you got to be prepared to play as well for every opponent that you face.
Well, you got to play to your own standard. I mean, that's the thing. That really doesn't matter. Let me see, fair shot. Oh, he's got the ball and he's going.
That's right. He's still on his feet.
Well, that was a good tackle by.
That's going to be number 6. That's Jacob Lee.
Yeah, that is.
On the tackle.
That's a nice touchdown-saving tackle by Jacob Lee. Lost his helmet, so he'll have to come off the field for a minute.
That was Deontay Reinhardt on the
yeah, that was a nice
run.
Back. He was motoring too. Good tackle by Jacob.
So the clock runs down to 35.3 seconds to go here in the first half. Cougars with a 29-0 lead.
Back to what you were saying, you got to play to your standard against yourself. And there's the big guy again, number 28. He is a load.
Yeah, 28 with the ball. He carried it inside and then bounced it outside. And a couple of missed tackles there. Keon Johnson on the carry.
And you're not going to bump him and knock him down. You're going to have to tackle him to the ground, wrap up, and take him to the ground.
Play gain's about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Johnson gets run out of bounds, so it's clock stopped with 27.5 seconds left to go here in the first half. Number 3, Terrence Gross Jr. at quarterback. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to the big guy again. Bounces off the first would-be tackle. There's that's going to be a blindside block.
All right, back away, Kevin.
Yeah, that's going to be the blindside block rule right there, and it really wasn't anything that bad, to be honest with you, but like we've talked about earlier,
I'm not sure it was necessary, in my opinion, to call. I mean, it was – you kind of caught him in the side a little bit. That's what he called blindside block.
Blindside block.
Offsetting
penalties. And what happened was after the block was made, there was a little conversation between the two players, and I think number 7 for the Cougars reached out and grabbed a handful of face masks.
Well, he was the one that, that threw that kind of got the block.
The block thrown against him.
So he was showing his unappreciation for it. I guess that would be disdain.
Well, the ball's going to be placed back down where I don't know what.
It'll be right back where it was.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
What the umpire was trying to do. It was offsetting penalties, and I don't think he knew that. But now they're marking penalty yardage off.
They're just taking it back to the original.
Line of scrimmage. I got
which is where it should be.
Yeah, you're right. They had the ball backed up 5 yards from where the line of scrimmage was.
Possible. Yep.
There's the snap. It's going to be to number 3. That's going to be Terrence Gross Jr. going around right in, and he's going to get knocked finally out of bounds, but not before.
That'll be the half.
Zeros are on the clock, and that's going to end the first half of play. So we'll take a break, and we need one because we need to kind of recover from this first half. 29-0 the score. Cougars lead. We'll be back, and we'll talk about things that are going on here in this ball game. We'll talk about things going on for homecoming activities and the such as we continue. Thanks for listening. We'll be back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR 105.9 FM in Atmore, or you could be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Sarah Fine Furniture in Wilmington, also with locations in Pensacola, Mobile, Dothan, and Andalusia. Your one-stop shopping experience. We carry over 50 different brands, including Flex Steel, Brassmaster, Bassett, Rowe, Ashley, Catnapper, and many more. Come see our sleep gallery for a great night's sleep. You can pick out the mattress that best fits your comfort level. See it today, take it today, or you can custom order. Come visit us, store hours 9 to 5 on Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturday.
Pioneer Sales of East Bruton, Alabama says try our inventory out for mobile homes. Check their starting prices. They're best around, and they install. They have floor vents, brown and white, 4x8 size, $4.25, 4x10, $4.95. Buy one, get one free. Window screens for mobile homes. They make them to size. They have tubs, doors, windows, faucets, bathrooms, and sinks. Light fixtures, plumbing, AC duct, furnace vanities, cool seal, step, and kitchen sinks as well. Just about anything to do with a mobile home, they have it at Pioneer Sales in East Bruton. Give them a call today, 867-8507.
Good evening. This is Greg Albritton, your state senator. It's great to be back under the lights of Friday night football. It's been a long time since I was a player under these same lights, but I haven't forgotten the hard work, determination, and teamwork it takes to finish the game with a victory. As your senator, I use these same principles in Montgomery as we compete with other areas of the state for the resources we need. It is my job to see that Escambia County comes out a winner.
Atmore Auto Parts, located at 105 North 2nd Avenue in Atmore, is your local Napa dealer.
Mr. Peyton Boyd, son of Rowdy and Rosie Boyd. Rowdy is from Atmore and Rosie is from Mississippi. He is assistant pastor at New Home Church in Corinth. They have 3 children, 2 7-year-old twin boys, and an 8-year-old daughter. They enjoy swimming, hiking, and family game nights. Freshman maid Anna Chesley Robinson. Freshman maid Anna Chesley is the daughter of Matt and Sarah Johnson, and the daughter of Wendy Johnson. She is being escorted tonight by her cousin. Tava has attended EA since the 8th grade and has played volleyball, softball, and track since the 8th grade. She has also been an EA cheerleader since the 9th grade. She is an SGA representative as well. She is a member of the First Baptist Church of Atmore. In Tava's free time, she enjoys shopping and spending time with her friends and family on the weekend. After high school, Tava would like to attend the University of Alabama to pursue a career in law or nursing. Tava is honored to be selected for the sophomore homecoming maid and wishes the best of luck for these girls in their future. Sophomore maid, Tava Johnson. Junior maid, Tiffany Gookin. Junior maid, Tiffany Gookin, is the daughter of Todd and Martha Gookin and sister to Ryan Gookin. Tiffany has gone to Escambia Academy since the 9th grade and has participated in many different clubs and sports. She is a Lady Cougar volleyball player, softball player, cheerleader, and track team member. She is also co-historian in the SGA, vice president of the Beta Club, a YLA member, a 2021 hobby representative, and the vice president of her junior class. All the students, coaches, teachers, and mentors that she has met through these different programs have shaped her into the young woman she is today. She would like to thank them all for the friendship and the guidance they have given to her. Tiffany's future plans are to graduate from Escambia Academy and attend the University of Alabama. At Alabama, she plans to gain her degree in sports orthopedics while being an Alabama swim coach and a member of the Alabama volleyball team. After graduation, she plans on working her way up to becoming the head orthopedic doctor at the Institute of Sports Medicine. Tiffany would like to thank her classmates for the honor of being selected as the 2021 Junior Maid. Junior Maid, Tiffany Gookin. Senior Maid, Jamison James. Senior Maid, Jamison Kate James, is the daughter of Jerry and Dana James. Tonight, she is being escorted by her father. Jamison has been an EA student since the 7th grade. She has played basketball since the 7th grade and softball since the 8th grade. She was honored to be a Hobie representative her sophomore year and the girls' state representative her junior year. Jameson is the senior class president, the National Beta Club president, and the SGA president. Outside of school, Jameson is a member of Robinsonville Baptist Church. She enjoys babysitting, traveling, and spending time with her friends and family. After high school, she plans to attend college and plans to major in early childhood education or radiology tech. Jameson is honored to be on the homecoming board this year along with her friends. Senior maid, Jameson James. Senior maid, Lily Lanham. Senior maid, Lily Marie Lanham is the daughter of Stacy and Mitchell Lanham. Tonight, Lily is being escorted by her father. Lily joined EA her senior year. Along with being an SGA representative for her class, Lily plays volleyball and plans on playing basketball, softball, and performing in track and field as well. Outside of school, Lily is a member of Providence Baptist Church. In her free time, she likes to play travel softball, spend time with family, and travel. After high school, Lily plans to attend college at Stanford University, majoring in pharmacy. She hopes to own her own pharmacy one day. Lily is extremely honored to be a senior homecoming maid and would like to thank all the seniors who have greatly welcomed her. Senior maid, Lily Lamb. Senior maid, Emma Hall. Senior maid, Emma Hall is the daughter of Joseph Hall and Angela and Brian Ford. Escorting her tonight is her father, Joseph. Emma has been an EA student since the 10th grade. She was chosen by her class for sophomore maid that year. She was a member of the dance team and chosen as a Hopi representative sophomore year. She is currently her class vice president, Beta Club treasurer, and SGA co-historian alongside Tiffany Gookin. She is also an Atmore Rotary Club academic all-star and was nominated for the Congress of Future Medical Leaders Award of Excellence her junior year. Outside of school, Emma works and is a devoted dancer. She has danced for almost 9 years, and this year she is looking forward to competing and performing at Universal Studios. In her free time, Emma enjoys shopping, traveling, and spending time with friends and family. Emma hopes to attend college at Auburn University and wants to become a nurse in either labor and delivery or the NICU. She also dreams of one day running her own business. Emma is honored and excited to be a senior maid alongside her friends this year and wishes them luck. Senior maid, Emma Hall. Tonight, we have Miss Kayla Lee, the 2019 Escambia Academy Homecoming Queen, here to present the crown to our 2021 Homecoming Queen. The 2021 Escambia Academy Homecoming Queen is Jamison James.
Yep. I hadn't put the music yet. The music's going on. That's nice having Patrick. Good time. Oh. It's always that.
brother, and that's his daughter that is the homecoming queen here tonight for Escambia Academy. Well, that's going to wrap up the homecoming festivities as far as on the field, as the fathers, the proud fathers and their daughters make their way off the field coming along the 50-yard line. And so we'll take another break and take a little breather. And then hopefully by the time we get back, we'll start getting ready to talk about the second half of this football game here on homecoming night at Escambia Academy. 29-0, the halftime score. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you could be listening on Facebook or YouTube.
Diamond Gasoline Station with locations all over South Alabama and Northwest Florida, wish all the local teams in the area good luck this football season. Thank you for making Diamond Gasoline your choice for quality fuels and convenience items. Diamond Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. And remember, fill your tank and save your dreams at Diamond Gasoline. Whether selling or buying home, lots, land, or commercial properties in both Alabama and Florida, you need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate needs. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore and at southernrealestate.org on the web, they're just a phone call away at 251-368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
Juniper Creek Lumber is a family-owned and operated sawmill operation with locations in Uri, Alabama, and Blountstown, Florida. Juniper Creek Lumber specializes in turning storm recovery logs into custom-cut lumber for use in a variety of building projects. We have longleaf pine, juniper, white cedar, cypress, and hardwood. And who wouldn't love authentic heart pine beams or new heartwood flooring custom-cut to your need and specification? Check us out on Facebook or call Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100. That's Greg Fralick at 251-254-0414 or Cooper Dean at 251-362-8100. For Juniper Creek Lumber, Southern Best.
Fine Furniture in Wilmington, also with locations in Pensacola, Mobile, Dothan, and Andalusia, your one-stop shopping experience. We carry over 50 different brands, including Flex Steel, Brassmaster, Bassett, Rowe, Ashley, Catnapper, and many more. Come see our sleep gallery for a great night's sleep. You can pick out the mattress that best fits your comfort level. See it today, take it today, or you can custom order. Come visit us, store hours 9 to 5 on Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturday.
Pioneer Sales of East Bruton, Alabama says try our inventory out for mobile homes. Check their skirting prices. They're best around, and they install. They have floor vents, brown and white, 4x8 size, $4.25, 4x10, $4.95. Buy one, get one free. Window screens for mobile homes. They make them to size. They have tubs, doors, windows, faucets, bathrooms, and sinks. Light fixtures, plumbing, AC duct, furnace vanities, cool seal, step, and kitchen sinks as well. Just about anything to do with a mobile home, they have it at Pioneer Sales in East Bruton. Give them a call today, 867-8507.
Good evening. This is Greg Albritton, your state senator. It's great to be back under the lights of Friday night football. It's been a long time since I was a player under these same lights, but I haven't forgotten the hard work, determination, and teamwork it takes to finish the game with a victory. As your senator, I use these same principles in Montgomery as we compete with other areas of the state for the resources we need. It is my job to see that Escambia County comes out a winner.
Atmore Auto Parts, located at 105 North 2nd Avenue in Atmore, is your local Napa dealer, specializing in automotive parts, farm and agricultural parts, ATV and heavy-duty parts, marine and hydraulic hoses. Atmore Auto Parts is open Monday through Friday from 7 to 5 and on Saturdays 7 to 12. No one knows parts better than the folks at Atmore Auto Parts. So for your next project, call Atmore Auto Parts at 251-368-2148.
Every neighborhood is different. Every home unique.
But one thing is for sure, everywhere you go, you'll find people who take pride in their homes. Indoors, outdoors, they're always working on something. At your local Ace, we're proud to play our part in the communities we serve. And we want you to know that whatever projects you're planning, whether they're big or small, we'll be there. Have a question? Come in and ask. Our associates will be glad to help. They'll show you everything you'll need to get started. Give you friendly tips and expert advice in getting great results. Helpful ways to help you save time and money. Painting a room a new color. Getting the lawn just right. From changing a porch light to hanging pictures on the wall. If you need help, your local Ace is just minutes away. Stop by today. Ace, the helpful place.
The Bondurant Lumber and Hardware with locations in Bruton, Century, and Atmore.
Welcome back as we are here at halftime waiting on the teams to come back on the field and get set to go. Of course, the way this works is that we got to the end of halftime and now 3 more minutes have been put on the clock because that is a prescribed warm-up period that both the Alabama High School Athletic Association and also the AISA, they prescribe to make sure that both teams get out and get 3 minutes at least to get the blood flowing again and get everything going. So that 3 minutes has just been put up on the clock and it's counting down now. But, Rick, talking about this ball game and going forward for the rest of the year, the coaching staff knows what needs to be done, but I got to feel like that the Cougar players have just got to try to buy in a little more and play with a little more sense of urgency, if I can use that term, because not that they need to panic in any way, but they need to show a little more focus while they're on the field. Right now, we have a tendency to look like we may just be kind of going through the motions.
Yeah, I think the way Lighthouse started off really badly, I maybe got inside of the Cougars' head a little bit, and they just kind of pulled their foot off the gas some, and started making, as your dad, my old Pee Wee coach, would have said, bonehead mistakes.
Right.
And there was once again way too many penalty flags, and I think some of that is what you were saying. I think that they may be getting a little bit of a reputation, and I think it's safe to say that. And we even made a couple of cases for the other team. I mean, there may be a little flag happy,
right?
This crew. So
and
especially with the disparity in the teams,
Right, and when I say that about the talking going on between the crews, because I know that happens, because I've been there.
Well, you were a referee for a long time,
right?
So.
And so I know that kind of thing goes on. And one of the telltale signs for me is that it is occurring, and that's what is part of the whole process. Is the fact that we went down to Chipley and played. And we played with a Florida High School Athletic Association crew that had never seen the Cougars play before, and these crews from up here did not talk to their crews down there, so you basically had an opportunity to play with a clean slate, and it was very penalty-free.
Yeah, it was a nice, clean game there. You're right. There were probably a quarter of the penalties in that game that's been thrown in the rest.
Right. And we've talked about it before. In any football game, and it doesn't matter at what level. It doesn't matter whether it's Pee Wee, junior high, varsity like we've got tonight, college, whatever. If you've got 7 officials or 5 officials, if you've got a 5-man crew or a 7-man crew, and I believe this is a 5-man crew, if you've got a 5-man crew, that's 10 eyeballs. Okay, so if you've got 10 eyeballs looking for a hold because the guys that had this team the week before says, watch them hold because they will hold, then you've got that many eyes looking for holding calls, and you end up having holding calls all over the field.
Right, and sometimes from some of the crew that doesn't typically throw holding calls.
Right. So the Cougars are going to get the football back or get the football for the first time in the second half as they did not win the toss. Lighthouse Christian won the toss, and so they are going to kick to Escambia Academy. 12 minutes on the scoreboard as we get started here in the second half. 29-0 the score. And the Cougars are going to send back deep to receive. That looks like it's going to be number 7, maybe Devin Kelly.
Kevin Farish is number 7, and
okay,
then 22.
And, yeah,
Devin
22
Kelly,
Devin Kelly. That's right. So to do the kicking for Lighthouse, and I'm trying to get his number. He's got his jersey pulled up, and he's got his number blocked.
That's number 15.
There's a onside kick. It's going to bounce, take a couple of bounces right to a Cougar. Cougar's got running room. And let's see, good move there as he shakes a tackle. Coming all the way out across the 40 to near the 39-yard line.
That's Bubba Nettles.
Yeah, no, well, he kicked it to the wrong one.
He sure did.
If you're going to onside kick it, don't kick it to 11.
So we were talking about earlier, you know, the Cougars have several explosive players, but the two most explosive are Landon Sims and Jadaniel Bubba Nettles.
First down and 10 Cougars as they line up over the football for the first time here in the second half. It'll be first down from the Stingrays' 40-yard line. Man in motion, that's going to be 14. There's a handoff straight ahead to Bubba Nettles. So 14, Brady Howell went in motion.
That was number 4, Jaden Brown, on the tackle for the Stingrays. But, I mean, he made the tackle, but he flat got ran over by Bubba Nettles.
Yeah, looks like he's still down on the field.
Not sure who's down. I can't see that number.
Yeah, there is a player down for
that may be the one that
he
ran over. That would be.
That's 58.
56.
Oh, 56.
That would be Jamison Henderson.
Okay, but he looks like he's okay. He bounces up, got a little spring in his step. He's going to bounce over to the sideline and try to. I know I bounced up like that one time after getting hit in a game against T.R. Miller one night. And somebody asked me if I was okay when I got to the sideline. I said, yeah, I'll be fine if somebody will answer that stinking telephone.
Little ringing in the ears.
That's right. Yeah, somebody stop that ringing, I'll be fine. Cougars with the football. Second down and 5. Handoff going to be straight ahead. Jadaniel Bubba Nettles got running room around lefty and makes a move, then tries to leap a defender. The defender he tried to leap was number 22.
Yeah, that was Demarion Crocker, defensive back, sophomore, 5'8", 175 pounds.
It is going to be enough for a Cougar first down.
Lots of leaping and hopping going on in this game, huh?
There is that. Clock running as we get started here in the third quarter. Clock moving with 10:20 to go here in the third. Cougars with the football, leading 29-0. Slot left. Here's going to be a handoff, going to be to number 22. That's going to be Devin Kelly. Kelly around left in.
Yep. Got about 7.
Finally knocked out of bounds, far sideline. Must have stepped out a little early. They give him a gain of, we'll call it 6, yeah. Number 10, J.J. Stevens, comes off the field, and he looks like he might be, I don't think he's hurt, but he may have a little, or let me rephrase that. He's not injured, but he may be a little, rattled or stiff. He came off a little slow. I formation, handoff is going to be to the first back. I believe that's going to be Brady Howell.
Yeah, that was Brady Howell.
Yeah, number 14, Brady Howell. He was lined up at
playing
fullback.
In a fullback position, yeah.
That was what we would have called our old fullback at 0.
Yeah, you don't see that too often these days in today's football. Not too many fullbacks get the. If there's a fullback, he's usually relegated to blocking. But
that's right. Every now and then you got to throw that dog a bone. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Let's see. Not sure what the waved arms were, far side.
I may have forgot what sport he was calling for.
Yeah. A Lighthouse Christian Stingray lost his helmet, so he's going to have to go out for a play.
It's first and about a foot. That's got to be a touchdown.
Yeah, it is going to be a touchdown as the referee from this near side runs out there and signals touchdown. And so 35-0 the score as the Cougars, and there's a penalty flag that flies way up in the air. And that's either going to be for some sort of celebration or something that was said. Because, I mean, that's one of those where when it came down, it probably had ice on it because it went way up in the air.
Yeah. Probably looking at sportsmanlike conduct.
Sportsmanlike. And it's going to be against the Cougars, but it is going to be good.
You know, we're getting about one of those a game after a score, 1 or 2, sportsmanlike.
Yeah, and they're asking Lighthouse what they're going to want to do more than likely is assess that penalty on the kickoff.
Yeah.
So the clock is stopped with 8:19 to go here in the third quarter. Landon Sims is out. He's going to kick the point after touchdown. There's a low kick that's going to be end over end, but it is going to make the crossbar and be good. So with 8:19 to go here in the third quarter, the score is Escambia Academy 36, Lighthouse Christian nothing. Let's take a break and come back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Southern Social Boutique has the latest styles and the trendiest clothes to make you look and feel your very best. Southern Social Boutique always has something you'll love to wear at a price you can surely afford. And with all the excitement of footballs flying through the air, show your team pride for either Alabama or Auburn game day T-shirts, available now for adults and children. Like us on Facebook for continuing updates and new arriving merchandise. Visit our website at southernsocialboutique.com or visit us at our store location at 101 Main Street in downtown Atmore. You'll love the way you look when your clothes come from Southern Social Boutique. No visit to Atmore is complete until you've experienced Gather. The Gather restaurant, located at 111 West Nashville Avenue in Atmore, has become the premier location for an incredible dining experience. From delicious
here comes
perfectly seasoned steaks to scrumptious dessert choices, your mouth is sure to water just thinking about your next trip to Gather. Great food, incredible service, and an authentic Southern charm will have you coming back again and again. Gather is open Tuesday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. The Gather Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Escambia Academy Cougar Athletics.
Welcome back. I was hanging out of the window of the press box there. I was trying to get the Cougar cheerleaders to throw me a football, and I'm not sure.
They've attempted it a few times. We just haven't got one quite. Those little balls kind of wobble.
Well, you know, they've probably seen me catch before, so therefore they're wondering why are we wasting our time. He's not a very good receiver. Anyway, there's the kick, going to be handled by Lighthouse Christian, and Cougars do a good job letting up there on the sidelines, as that would have been a good spot to get a dangerous 15-yard penalty again for a late hit out of bounds. But they do let up, and they do not hit the gentleman as he brings the ball back. He gets knocked out of bounds, though, and they're going to spot it down, it looks like, at about the 32-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10 for Lighthouse Christian with 7:57 to go here.
28-yard line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was actually I was counting on the wrong side of the 30. Instead of counting backwards, I counted forward.
-2 instead of +2, right?
Yeah. I didn't do my Gozentas right. There's a high snap. It's going to be a direct snap back to number 1, Deontay Reinhardt.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up about 7 or 8 yards on that.
Yeah, Reinhardt's one of the better athletes on this Lighthouse Christian team, and he's going to be down far sideline after the tackle.
Got a Cougar down with him. Can't see who it is.
Reinhardt is up on his feet, and he's going to make his way to the sideline. But we do have a Cougar down, and so we're going to go check on the down Cougar. And hope that nothing is seriously wrong with either player.
I'm going to have to start bringing binoculars to these games, buddy. Like my old eyes, if it's on the other side of the field, I can have a hard time seeing over there. Still can't.
Well, we've talked about this before. I'm with you, brother, because that's a long way over there, and these 58-year-old peepers just don't want to reach out and get that far away. Matter of fact, if I had to go back and retake a driver's test, I may have to take it in Braille.
I didn't know you knew Braille, but that doesn't surprise me.
Well, hey, I've heard one of the better lines that I've ever heard. You know, I still umpire a little baseball out and about, and one of the better lines that I've ever heard was, "Hey, Blue, I bet they didn't make that rule book in Braille, did they?"
you were umpiring last night,
I did, yeah. Had 10-year-old baseball here close by at Northwest Escambia, and it's just awesome. It's a lot of fun with the young kids just getting out with them.
It looks like.
Yeah, and JJ, remember earlier, a couple of plays ago, I said that JJ came to the sideline and he looked like he was a little.
The way he's walking, it almost looks crampy. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's and
I
I'm
think that's the cramps.
And I'm gonna tell you what that is too. You know, we've seen the calf cramps.
He's doing the cramp walk.
Right, but we've seen the calf cramps. That's not a calf cramp. He's cramped in his thighs right there. That's why he's walking like he's stiff-legged.
Get the pickle juice out.
There's a handoff straight up the middle, still running. That's oh my.
15.
He's
a big one too. He's the other big running back that they've got, and he's also the punter. But
15 is Mario McWilliams.
What's his height and weight?
Well, it don't have his height and weight.
He's about 5'10". I'll say 225.
Yeah, well, they got a 0 out there. I'm not sure if that's his weight or that's just whether or not he likes donuts. But he's that may be the donut signal right there, because that big
there's
fella.
The other big guy.
Yeah, they're gonna punish Cougars. Uh-oh. And I tell you one thing, for a big man, this cat can move. There's a good tackle from behind.
Yep. Kevin Ferris, yeah. It looks like he may have hurt himself.
Yeah, 28, Keon Johnson for Lighthouse Christian. For a big fella,
I think it was,
he can move. That's going to be a hold. A hold is the holding call took place right here at about the 47-yard line. That's where the flag's laying on the ground. So typically when you throw that holding penalty, you throw it at the spot where the foul took place, and that's going to back the play up 10 yards from there. So the umpire in the middle of the field, he's going to back it up. And when I say umpire, you know, for some of you folks that may not know, there is an umpire in football, but it's about the umpire's responsibility is he's the guy that sets up in the middle of the defense, just about even with the linebackers, and he watches interior line play and stuff on the defensive side of the ball. He watches for a lot of those holding calls, and I bet you that was his flag that was on the ground.
Rick. And like you said, the referee, he needs to be one of the more agile of the refereeing crew, where he has to call it from. Now we got Kevin Ferris chasing number 3 down. They run him out of bounds, him along with Devin Kelly.
Yeah, that's Terrence Gross Jr., who's back at quarterback because of the injury to number 1, Deontay Reinhardt. Reinhardt still not in the ball game. Injured Cougar down on the field. And, you know, I believe
Brady
this
Howell.
may be more cramps. You know, tonight.
It was fairly humid tonight. It really was.
We talked about that earlier, and it's been a warm week. You know, and one of the things that happens is you know, we've talked about that before, you know, with other games that we've done, is the fact that you can't get yourself hydrated the day of the ball game. That's something that you do all week.
Right.
And with the raised heat and humidity that we've experienced this week.
And for instance, if you eat an unhealthy diet all week, eating, the wrong things and just not getting enough to drinking too much coffee or too much of those monster drinks that these kids like to drink these days, you're setting yourself up for cramps on a Friday night football game. And we're seeing a little bit. First time this year, really, with the Cougars, we've seen much cramping.
Lighthouse Christian with the football from the shotgun. There's the snap. And, there's going to be a penalty flag.
Should be procedure on them. It is.
So a procedure call, and all the flags are doing is slowing down the process. That's what,
36-0 football game.
That's what I said. If I'd have been the white hat at halftime, I'd have put the box in the middle of the middle of the room, and I said, okay, all whistles and flags go into the box. Let's get to the end of this one. 36-0. Well, at this point, we're trying to get to the end with nobody getting hurt. Slot to the right side, wide receiver left, split backs, quarterback in the shotgun. Handoff is going to be to the big man, 15. That's Mario McWilliams. And McWilliams is corralled up in the backfield. McWilliams is a load.
Yeah, with those two back there, him and Keon, that's two big backs for high school football. I mean, and neither of them are slow. They're just big.
Right, they're just big guys. Very agile, very quick. There's the snap. Quarterback back to throw. He's going to throw it. Got a long one that he's throwing. Almost caught. And he's still beating himself up because, that would have been an incredible.
It was good defense by Devin Kelly, but, he still just through almost sheer determination caught the ball.
Yeah, that was one of those that it bounced around there and bounced off the receiver's hands probably 3 or 4 times. And he's still upset with himself that he didn't make the catch. He was that close. And he basically just made the motion at his quarterback, says, throw it to me again, I'll catch it. That was number 2. That's Shavar Davis, wide receiver, 5'7", 165 pounds.
Being defended by Devin Kelly, and it was good coverage. He just, I thought it was going to be intercepted to start with.
Well, it was with good coverage, it was a good throw.
Just leave it alone. There you go.
So the ball is going to be down. The Cougars are going to take over the ball on offense. They'll have it first down and 10. Looks like it's going to be spotted on about their own 26-yard line. 3:52 to go here in the third quarter of this ball game. And the Cougars will be back on offense again. Not sure about any changes for them offensively at this time. Now, I still see starters out there as number 2. Landon Sims will be at quarterback. There's 11, Jadaniel Nettles. He's out there. Cougars are going to line up.
Probably keep him out into the third quarter and then start substituting.
A slot to the left side. Wide receivers to the right. It looks like it's going to be Malachi Haynes here near us.
It is.
And they're trying to get the chain gang moved, of course, with the change of possession and everything down here on this end. And, of course, the white hat's on the wrong side, so he's got to go back over there. All right, so looks like we're set and ready to go now. Cougars will have the ball first down and 10. 36-0 the score. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be to Jadaniel Nettles. Makes a good cut. Got running room. Still on his feet. Going to be drugged down from behind.
Yeah, that was number 8 on the tackle, Nashawn Brown, junior linebacker. Nice tackle. Yep, we have a flag on the play, of course.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's right there where that holding call is going to be.
Yeah, goodness, you're right. They should have collected the whistles at halftime.
All right, no, it's not. It's actually not going to be a holding call. That was where I was expecting a holding call to be. So it's going to be a 15-yard face mask penalty.
And that was not on the tackle, though, so he called it on something that happened on the interior there.
Right.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was on the tackle. He's doing it from the.
Well, it's always on that.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a personal foul penalty, so it's going to be added to the end of the play. And I believe what may have happened is it actually wasn't on the tackle, but somebody may have grabbed his face mask as he ran by him.
Could have, yep.
Cougars with the football, slot to the left side, wide receiver set wide to the right, single set back in the backfield with Landon Sims, number 2, the quarterback. There's the snap, staying on the ground. That's going to be Bubba Nettles. Nettles going to find tough going.
That was Big Mario McWilliams, the same guy that plays running back. Like I said, I'm just guessing they don't have his height and weight, but maybe 5'11", 225. He's a big boy.
Well, he's, the one that goes 210.
That's
Keon. Yeah, he's a biscuit or two bigger than 210.
Yeah, he is. He's the one that made the tackle.
Yeah, he's a big man, and he's agile and quick. Just very short gain, if any at all, on the play. Sims going to fake the football to Jadaniel Nettles. He's on his feet. Going to get tackled down inside the 20-yard line.
I believe it'll be it's going to be close to a first down. No.
Clock moving with 2:07 to go here in the third quarter.
Not quite.
And this quarter is moving. If we could just keep the penalty flags from flying, with both teams basically content with running the football right here, we're moving toward the end of the game rapidly. Handoff is going to be to Jadaniel Bubba Nettles. Nettles cuts back up the middle, now fighting for running room down inside the 5. And he's going to be near the goal line, but a little short. Looks like they spot him at the 3. So the Cougars will have the football first down and goal rather, the ball inside the 2-yard line. Handoff is going to be to number 3.
Christian Crook.
That's Christian Crook.
Didn't quite get in, I don't believe, though.
No, they're going to say it's second down.
He might have picked up one, about second down and 2.
.102 and counting here to go in the third quarter. Now inside a minute. Cougars with the football. They're knocking on the door. There's a snap, going to be to number 3. That's going to be Christian Crook. Crook is going to make his way. Still no signal. Yeah, now
touchdown.
It's going to be a touchdown. And I don't know why the guy on the far side doesn't want to throw up both arms. He just throws up a down marker. It looked like it was going to be third down, and the guy near side throws up his arms for a touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like part of the refereeing crew's arguing with each other.
Well, it's, it's been signaled now. So, well, wait a minute. I see some of the group from White House. They're clapping their hands. And they're not going to give him the touchdown.
Well, I don't believe I've ever seen that before. I mean, one guy throws up emphatically his arms for a touchdown without instant replay, and then another referee go up and go, no, it's not. And it's, well, maybe it is a touchdown. I think they did give him the touchdown, Rick.
Well, there's really not been – timeout is going to be called by Lighthouse Christian.
Yeah.
But I still haven't seen –
well, I saw the line judge on this side, our side of the field. He went up twice and threw his arms up as a touchdown. And then the guy you were talking about that threw his hand up for just the down, next down, went over there and started arguing with him. And it looks like they may have.
Yeah, I think they're going to line up and kick an extra point.
Yeah.
But, you know, what makes it look bad is that, and I'm sure what the guy that the ball was going toward was probably saying, what probably made him a little upset, is the fact that the guy away from the ball was the one that signaled touchdown.
Right.
Typically, the way that works, you have areas of the field that you work in, and if the ball's coming to you, then that's your touchdown call.
Right.
And the guy from the other side, I mean, simply because he's got a longer way to look and see the play. Not only that, he's got that mass of humanity in the middle of the field to look through.
It was not a touchdown.
Right. I think they changed it. And evidently they did. There's a snap.
Still no touchdown.
Still no signal.
They've got big number 15 in there, and I mean, he is clogging that middle up, the big guy for Lighthouse.
And I think you're absolutely right. I think there's a little emotional conflict going on with the refereeing crew right here. Still nothing.
Finally.
Oh, hey, we got one. His arms do work together if he puts them both up. So anyway, that's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. So 42 has been on the scoreboard now for about 5 or 6 minutes, and it finally is for real. 42-0 the score, 1 second even left on the clock. So 1 second even to go here in the third quarter. Cougars are going to kick the point after touchdown, which means after the point after, we're still going to have to run at least one play. We're going to have to kick the ball off.
Oh.
And, yeah, there's all kind of stuff happening out there, and none of it's really good right now as the ball is snapped over the holder's hands, and Lighthouse again jumps off sides. So there's our 1.5 yard penalty that is going to take place. And if I was the Cougars, I'd just decline it. Just leave it where it's at.
Yeah, I think I would too. There's another flag.
Well, no, actually, there was 2 more. One was thrown by the umpire. The other one was thrown by the other guy. And that's usually because people are giving each other lip service up there around the football. I'm not sure whether it's going to be offsetting or what's going to be the issue, but 2 flags do fly, and they fly at about the same time.
The only effect being it's slowing down the inevitable end of this game.
So here comes the white hat. He's going to say dead ball, unsportsmanlike. It's going to be against the Cougars. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike. It's going to be against Lighthouse Christian, and so those penalties are going to offset.
Goodness.
Still 1 second left, and we got to kick a point after. There's the snap. Ball placed down. Kick is up. Kick is good. And so now we're at 43. 43-0 with a second left in the third quarter, which means we've got to kick it off to run that 1 second off the clock.
You're not going to try and catch a football?
Well, you know, I kind of gave that up. But I might as well get up here and at least.
You got to really wave. You got to show some enthusiasm. Like they say, play like your hair's on fire. Way up here.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not looking up here. They're looking for mamas and daddies and homecoming dance dates and everything else to throw. They're not looking for the old guy hanging out the press box window. They're all looking up here going, "What's that idiot doing hanging out the window?"
So you're trying to tell us something?
Yeah. But anyway, 43-0 the score with 1 second left on the scoreboard clock as we work our way toward the fourth and final quarter, and it can't get here quick enough. We'll stay here until we get this 1 second knocked off. And the way things are going, that could be 6 penalties from now.
No need in even having a clock. How many penalties till the end of the game?
So the ball is teed up at the 40-yard line. Landon Sims going to approach it. He's going to kick it little end over end, little poochie kick, going to be fielded at about the 30-yard line. And the clock.
I heard the beep,
yep.
The buzzer.
So we have made it to the fourth. So with 3 quarters in the book and the fourth quarter coming, we'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Escambia Academy Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you could be watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
Larry White Insurance Agency at 430 Palafox Street in Fullerton, or call 296-2471. Wi-Fi at Johnson Ford. We put our customers' wants and needs first. We respect your time and offer a stress-free approach to selling cars. This is reflected in our winning Ford President's Award 5 years consecutively. From sales to service, we do everything we can to achieve the highest levels of customer service. We are proud to be the premier Ford dealership in this area. We invite you to come by and see us at 1828 South Main Street in Atmore to experience the no-hack, best price, worst way of doing business. Stop by and see Jim Johnson and the staff, or give them a call, 251-368-2135.
Okay, Rick, starting to see a few new numbers out there, so we've got some substituting going on.
That's right. Good job by the Cougar coaching staff there as we approach the fourth or start playing the fourth quarter, as looks like some of the young guys are going to get in for the Cougars, and there's a stop after about a 10-yard gain as they direct snap to the running back. Looked like the running back there for Lighthouse Christian was number 3, Terrence Gross Jr. And Terrence Gross Jr. picks up enough for a first down as he gets a 10-yard carry on first down. Actually, they give him 11. The ball in Cougar territory now. It'll be first down and 10 from the Cougar 49.
I believe Jacob Reed was number 70 in on that tackle, too.
Yeah, we got to get a lot of these young guys. Need to get their names called out and give them a chance to get mentioned on the radio here. There's a handoff. Yeah, it's going to be to 28. And he's going to be he was a load to bring down before, and he's really going to be a load now, as some of these young guys are going to get them a taste of what it's like basically to jump on the back and ride on a truck. Keon Johnson on the carry. He's going to gain enough for a first down, as it looked like he gained about 13 or so yards.
Yeah.
Back nose of the football is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line of the Cougars. From the shotgun, there's the snap. Little option play going to be out here. Missed tackle there. 28 still with the football. Cougars looking to make a tackle, and a bunch of them pile on. Now, see, that's how you got to tackle the big guy, is you just got to get enough bodies to jump on him.
Yeah, he has a load. Come up hobbled a little bit there. He may be cramping himself.
Well, he's been a load tonight, and he's carried the football quite a bit. Not only has he carried the football on offense, but he's played both ways. As a lot of this Lighthouse Christian bunch, they play on both sides of the football.
Yeah. I'd like to call a number for the Cougars, but there was about 5 on the tackle. So
clock running 9:50. Penalty flags fly. And I'm really upset that they've actually, with the flags flying, they stopped the clock.
Should have a running clock.
Yeah, I was wondering why we're stopping the clock with a 43-0 lead. Unless, well, sometimes what they do is the crew, the refereeing crew, they'll ask the other coach, hey, do you want us to stop it? And sometimes coaches just know they feel like they're getting special treatment or whatever, and so they'll say, no, we don't want that. Just let them play. Quarterback looking to throw, getting flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to run the football. He's going to be chased, finally run out of bounds. Of course, number 3, Terrence Gross Jr. And he does get run out of bounds, and the clock is continuing to run. So I believe
I believe it is a running clock.
Yeah, somebody just inadvertently stopped it earlier. So we're going to go over and have a conversation with him in just a minute. Go over there and pinch him on his button-pushing finger and tell him to put that up. There's the snap. Handoff is going to be straight up the middle, and ooh, that's big. No, he just
would not go down.
Yeah, that's Mario McWilliams. And Mario McWilliams just made like a pinball and just went through there, bouncing off of people and into the end zone for a touchdown. So Lighthouse Christian Academy is going to score their first touchdown of the game. Of course, be it against the second-team defense of the Cougars. 43-6 the score. The clock stops now with 8:46 to go. Of course, then again, I'm still going to complain a little bit. I don't understand, even with the touchdown being scored, why the clock is not in motion. And penalty flags. False start against Lighthouse. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty and back them up. I would really like, well, I just need to shut up, probably. No, I mean, what I'm saying is I would like to, on some occasions, get to go down and train some crews on the on what needs to happen during the course of a ball game. And so now take this with a 43-6 score. Lighthouse is going to call a timeout on the extra point. We can't catch a break.
Well, it should have been a quick ball game. I mean, I understand that. What should have been a quick ball game has just been drawn out by penalties and other things. And so.
Well, things, I mean, this game right now at this point could be stopped for lack of interest by everybody involved. I mean, it's, and I get it that Lighthouse wants to get their things right that they're doing and everything else, but it's 43-6, and this is an extra point. It's not only that. I mean, it's a gonna kick it extra point.
That'll be number, I can't say it.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but they're going to line up and kick it. Cougars defense are just making their way out there on the field. Thank you. And I got a football, so that's pretty awesome.
Ricky got his football. A nice cheerleader brought him up.
Well, exactly. And they brought it to me because they knew I'd never catch it. So, yeah, they didn't. They wanted to spare me the embarrassment of trying to hang out the window and catch the football.
Well, nevertheless, very nice with the cheerleading squad for Escambia Academy Cougars.
It was.
And I'm glad you got your football.
That was. I'm thrilled to death now. So I've got a football from a game, and so my night is complete. 8:46 to go here in the ball game. 43-7 the score, as the point after touchdown from Lighthouse Christian was really good. I was almost scared to turn around there because I heard my name, but I didn't see who was behind me. And I was just thinking to myself, I hope that's not the police. I mean, usually when you hear your name called and it's from behind and you're not sure who that is because they're looking for somebody.
I'm just glad you know how to say police instead of police.
Yeah, well.
The police.
I once was the police, so I kind of get it.
Well, I'm glad you got your football.
I am too. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do.
I thought you were going to throw a shoulder out of joint on that last.
Yeah, well.
But they were trying. I mean, they brought you the ball. They were trying to get it up here. That's actually quite a. It's a longer distance than what it might appear.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long way up here. It is that, and I appreciate the fact that I get a football. Yeah, that's cool. So anyway, Cougars with the lead, 43-7, 8:46 to go here in the ball game. Lighthouse Christian is trying to line up. They're going to tee the ball up at the 40 and kick off to the Cougars. And the coaching staff for the Cougars doing a good job. They're trying to get a lot of new uniforms in the game.
Yep, we do have a lot of new numbers out there. I see number 24, Shanton Riley out there. Let me see. 21, Timmy Dorr. Is that Tim? Timmy?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, Timmy Dorr is out there. Tim's son.
We always have to
come on, Tim.
Recognize.
56, Charlie Sasser.
Yep. There's a little end over end kick. Going to be a little pooch kick. Going to be
somebody.
Fielded.
There you go, Tim. No, not in the back, Tim. Oh.
Did he smoke him in the back?
Nah.
Okay. See, that was a missed opportunity. That was a missed opportunity because I was going to get a chance to just blow Tim up right there because that was when I was going to say he's just like his daddy. He got him in the back. His daddy would shoot somebody in the back. So there you go.
Like a clean block to me.
Yeah. So, well, you know what they say. Any block. Anything, a hold or anything that you happen to do that doesn't get called is a good block.
He blocked and there was no flag on the play. So
yeah, so
it was a good block.
So little Tim got to smoke him somebody. So that's a good deal. Clock stopped with 8:34 to go in the ball game. 43-7 the score. Cougars with the football. Second team offensive bunch. They're in there. Quarterback's going to hand off, trying to bounce it outside. Oh. Good defense there by Lighthouse Christian. And it looks like they've got an injured man that's going to be down at about the 25.
I can't really see them.
Yeah, I can't see the number either, but it is going to be an injury timeout on the field.
He slung himself around, trying to make the tackle there. I don't know if he.
And what happens in these games like this is, it doesn't matter who you're playing against or what you're playing for. I mean, these kids are trying to win. They're trying to do the best they can to play and play hard. And, this is a –
you make a good – and football's a hard sport. You practice 4 days a week and then play on the fifth one. And, it's you work hard, so you want to play. You want to play, and we're glad to see them get out there and
one of our old football coaches, and
that's big old number 15 that got hurt on that tackle.
And I love him to death, and you'll know who I'm talking about when I say the name. You remember Coach Frankie Bell. Well, Coach Bell used to always tell us, because we would say, well, football is a contact sport. I've heard people say that before, football is a contact sport. And Coach Bell corrected me one day. He said, no, son. He said, football is not a contact sport. Basketball is a contact sport. Football is a collision sport.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely right.
I can remember him saying that.
There's a difference between contact and collision. And football is a collision sport. 8:18 to go in the ball game. Clock stopped. Cougars with the football. It's going to be second down and about 17. Handoff is going to be to the back. Got some running room. Bounces outside. Good quickness shown right there, but finally knocked down. And I'm trying to get the number. I can't get the number of who that back was.
24. That's Shanton Riley.
Yeah, that did look like Riley, number 24. And he's quick.
Yeah, he just about had the corner turned.
Play does gain a couple yards, maybe about 3 or so. It's going to be third down now and about 14.
And he's just a sophomore, so.
Snap. Quarterback's going to keep the football, looks like. He's zigzagging, looking for yardage.
That's Jamarian Hooks, I believe, ninth grader.
Yeah, and what's really cool about what we're seeing right now is these kids that are on the field right now, it is like the ninth grade football team for the Cougars. And so when we come out here with Unity Baptist Church on Thursday evenings in order to feed the Cougars their pregame meal and do the devotion that we do with them, we get an opportunity to see this ninth grade bunch on the field practicing. And so a lot of the plays that they're running right now, we get an opportunity to see on Thursday evening. We're at 6:42 remaining, and we're fixing to get a timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well. We're about halfway through the fourth quarter, 43-7 the score. The Cougars lead. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Cougar Football on WBZR Atmore, or you may be watching on either Facebook or YouTube.
JJ's still cramped up down there.
Locations all over South Alabama and Northwest Florida. wish all the local teams in the area good luck this football season. Thank you for making Diamond Gasoline your choice for quality fuels and convenience items. Diamond Gasoline is proud to support this broadcast and be a part of the community. And remember, fill your tank and save your green at Diamond Gasoline. Whether selling or buying home lots, land, or commercial property in both Alabama and Florida, you need to see the fine folks at Southern Real Estate. Debbie Rowell, owner and broker, and agent David Dobson are ready to assist you with any real estate needs. Located at 800 East Nashville Avenue in Atmore and at southernrealestate.org on the web, they are just a phone call away at 251-368-4397. Choosing the right realtor makes all of the difference. See Southern Real Estate.
Cougars are going to punt the football away to Lighthouse Christian. And they put the first team punting unit back out there. Number 2, Landon Sims is going to get the ball off. Now, he tried to hurdle a man, does Lighthouse Christian's receiver. Comes across the 50 into Cougar territory. Tried to hurdle man about the 49, makes it down to the 48, and he gets dropped there. That's where Lighthouse Christian will take over the ball, first down and 10.
I see number 27, Kobe Sims, going into the game, and Timmy Doors going back into the game on defense this time.
So a lot of the older, more experienced Cougars are coming off, and they're giving the young guys an opportunity to play. Halfway through the fourth quarter here, 6:23 remaining in the ball game.
Zeke McElhaney also in there.
Yeah, that's
yeah, that's right. Gather.
That's right. That's the.
I should say McElhaney has gathered out there.
He has. And there must have been a penalty because they're marking it off and they're backing Lighthouse Christian up all the way back inside their own territory.
On a 15-yarder. I'm guessing unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, we've had a few of those tonight, both ways. As a matter of fact. So Lighthouse Christian with the football. Ball backed all the way up inside their own territory at about the 38-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10. Wide receivers out. Got a man open. Going to hit him. Number 2 on the catch and the carry. Still on his feet. Comes out across the 50-yard line and finally knocked down. Enough for a first down.
And now on the tackle on that was Luke Bell and Charlie Sasser. They did both make the tackle, and he was kind of getting away. Originally, not sure who was chasing him originally, but no, there's the big boy. Golly.
He's still on his feet. Number 2, Shavar Davis, was actually the one on the reception earlier.
Yeah.
And 28 on the carry for Lighthouse Christian. That's Keon Johnson, as he remains in the ball game. And this is just a numbers game now. That's why Keon and some of the first-team guys for Lighthouse Christian are still in the ball game. It's not that they're trying to do anything to embarrass anybody or not. I mean,
they don't have that many players.
Yeah, they don't have that many players.
I mean, I only see 9 or 10 on the other side, so it's
touchdown for the Lighthouse Christian Stingrays as number 3. Terrence Gross Jr. takes the ball from his quarterback position, ends up going down the field, zigzags in and out of would-be tacklers, and gets into the end zone. So with 5:12 to go in the ball game, 43-13 the score, and the comeback has begun.
I mean, I would just guess, and I haven't counted them, but just guessing, I'd say they have a total of 23, 24 players total. EA's got about 43 or 44 players, so.
Looks like the point after touchdown is going to be good. 2-point conversion. So that's going to run the score to 43-15.
And the comeback is on.
That's what I just said. The comeback has definitely begun. 4:52. And
I'm watching poor J.J. Stevens down there with those cramped thighs.
Yeah,
he is really struggling. Once you get him, it's
well, it's hard to get, it's hard to get over them, hard to get rid of them. I mean, I remember one time, I'm not going to say exactly what we're doing, but what we were doing at the time, but I do remember it involving a wooded area and some bottle rockets. And it was,
oh yeah, I do remember that.
And it was after an Escambia County Blue Devil football game. That would have been in the fall of 1980, and I remember getting left in the wooded area.
We came back for you.
Eventually, after somebody everybody looks around and goes, "Where's Dean?"
He's cramped up.
Oh
in the
yeah,
woods,
oh yeah. We left him a while ago, and they did come back and get me. I was still laying in the same spot because I guarantee you I was in the same shape that JJ is, and I wasn't moving. Not on my own. We do have a running clock with 43-15 to score. The clock is down at this point to 3:38. Lighthouse Christian is going to kick the ball off if they decide who's going to kick it.
All right, let's watch number 21, Timmy Dorr, over here on our side this time. He's lined up alongside Charlie Sasser, and let's see, you've got number 12 in there, Carson Wilson.
Well, whatever he does, we've got a good eye on him because he's right here to our side. Yeah. And we're just looking for opportunities to pick on his daddy. Clock's still running. We're down to 3:04 to go in the ball game, as the running clock rule has been instituted. There's the whistle. There's the kick. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty. We just can't avoid a penalty flag tonight for whatever reason.
I swear I thought Timmy was going to hit that guy on that block. I thought he was going to block him.
It would have been funny. So the clock's still running, 2:34. And so we're
make them re-kick it.
Well, yeah, they're going to make them re-kick it. That is everybody, if in 2 minutes and 25 seconds we can get everybody set back up.
I'll lay odds on Timmy hitting somebody on this play.
Is there an over-under? Can I parlay that with something?
I'll buy you a Coke.
I'm looking to.
If he hits somebody, I'll buy you a Coke either way. I bet he hits somebody.
Well, I was going to say, okay, if he hits somebody, you buy. If he doesn't, I'll buy.
Okay. If he hits somebody, I'll buy. If he doesn't, you'll buy. Is that what you said?
I'm not sure. We're just trying to get to the end. And I know this is dragging. It's 1:40 to go here in the game. But if you think it's dragging where you are, you ought to be sitting in our spot. There's the flag, or the whistle.
Hit him, Timmy.
Smoking. Oh, no.
There you go. He got a little bit on him.
Yeah.
That counts.
Okay, I'll buy that. He made contact with a opposing jersey, so I'll give him that one. And nothing involved a penalty, so that's even better.
That's right. Clean block.
Yeah, we're down to a minute now to go. 1:02. Inside a minute to go in this ball game as the Cougar second team offense is on the field. They're going to just try to run out the clock. I'm sure they're not lined up to run it out. They're going to hand off to somebody. There's the snap. Handoff's going to be to the first back. Looking for running room. Got some room. Far side. Battling for yardage. It looks like that's a pretty good gain.
That's a ninth grader, I believe.
Yeah, that's 25. A gain of about 5 yards on the carry for the Cougars.
That might do it. I believe it will.
Yeah, we're inside. We don't even have to snap it. That's going to end the ball game. I don't think the Cougars will snap another play, as the play clock or the game clock is now less than what the play clock is. The Cougars can just stand there where they are. They
may get it off.
Well, yeah, they may snap it just for the sake of snapping it. Yep, there's the snap. Handoff is going to be, and there it is. That's going to be the end of the ball game with that last whistle as we're inside 4, 3, 2. It was a nice slide. It was. That's going to be the end of this ball game. Homecoming 2021 is in the books. Cougars pick up a big homecoming victory over Lighthouse Christian of Pensacola. Final score of this ball game, Escambia Academy 43 and Lighthouse Christian 15. The Cougars and the Stingrays are going to meet at midfield, and they're going to exchange post-game pleasantries and pray together, which is something we all need to do, especially this weekend, as it's going to be a good weather weekend to get out and about and enjoy God's creation. So get out and do that. Also, if you certainly need to, as we all do, and I will, you can come join me at Unity Baptist Church on Sunday. Come join us for church services, or at least if you've got a church that you go to, make sure you get into church on Sunday and say thank you for all the things that God gives us an opportunity to
that sign
to
up
enjoy.
close to Clanton on the way to Birmingham, go to church or the devil will get you.
Yeah, and that is a true statement, by the way. 43-15, the final score. That's going to wrap it up for our broadcast on this Friday night. Make sure you join us again next week, as we'll bring you more exciting Escambia Academy Cougar football from Bachelor Field. We're at home again next week, so make your plans to come out and either enjoy Cougar football in canoe at Bachelor Field, or you can join us right here on the radio, WBZR 105.9 FM in Atmore, or you can join us on either Facebook or YouTube. That's going to do it for myself, Ricky Dean, for Rick Burkett and the whole broadcast crew. Thank you, Joe, back at the station, for keeping us on the air all night. And thank you, Tim, for all you do for getting us up and keeping us out of broadcast trouble. So there you go. We've paid homage to everybody. Be safe going home. We love you, and we'll see you, or talk to you at least, next week right here in this same place. Good night, everybody, from WBZR Atmore.
Juniper Creek Lumber is the best.